Welcome, Bulldogs Stadium. 3 minutes till kickoff here. Man, Coach, 82-degree weather, slight northeast wind, football weather. You ready to rock and roll?
It feels great out there. It's kind of sad we're in the press box right now.
Well, at least your head won't get sunburned.
It's definitely shiny right now.
We got the Fouke Panthers coming into Bulldog Stadium tonight. Just a short 154-mile trek north to Scott County, take on the Bulldogs. First time that I believe there's been this matchup between the schools, to my knowledge. Bulldogs are in the Bulldog tunnel, ready to rock and roll, coming out. Tonight's matchup, Fouke comes in as ranked 28th in the state in 3A. Came off a win against Mineral Springs, 6-point victory last Friday. Bulldogs actually took a tough loss to Lamar, but bumped up to 26th in the state in Class 3A. Not very often pretty odd that a loss will bump you up in the rankings, but I think there's some upsets ahead of that. Waldron comes in as a 16-point favorite according to Hootens tonight. Fouke's going to give something we haven't seen yet. We have grounded pound last week, and they're going to put the ball in the air a little bit. They got a big, good-looking squad running the sidelines right now, but Bulldogs getting ready to run out of the Bulldog right here, so we're going to get a quick look at a little video that Miss Whitney Clark put together for us.
Looks like Fouke won the toss and elected to receive.
Bulldogs are about to run out. Connor McKay's got them fired up over here.
All the Dog fans are on their feet right now.
Intro ever.
Here they come.
Here come the Bulldogs.
They were waiting to the end of that.
Here come the Bulldogs onto the field.
I like them carrying that American flag out there out front.
A little bit of info on Fouke. Coach Brian's got some too, but their kind of go-to back in the backfield workhorse is number 23 sophomore Dylan Sprayberry. Dylan Sprayberry moved up as a freshman last year and was their leading rusher the last part of the season. He's got some speed out of the backfield. Quarterback number 8 senior Dylan Thornton is the man behind the center for the Panthers. In their win last week against Mineral Springs, he nearly hit the 200-yard mark, had 3 scores. Seeing the ball in the air is something that the Bulldogs haven't seen thus far a whole lot this season, and so it'll be a new challenge for our secondary tonight.
You said earlier the Fouke beat Mineral Springs, beat Mineral Springs. That was 33-27 at that score. Right now, Fouke sits at 1-1 on the season.
Leo Lopez set to kick off for the Bulldogs. And we are underway here at Bulldog Stadium. It's going to be fielded by number 20.
About the 10-yard line.
For Fouke, Kirby Wisent. He's going to be drugged down at the 38-yard line. Another area the Bulldogs need to improve on, Coach, is all flags are bad flags, but those pre-snap penalties have ate us up. We've had an issue with that the last couple of years, but I feel like it's one of those things that's kind of been the difference maker in a couple ball games thus far this year, so see if we can clean that up.
We did a lot better last week in the first half, not causing as many penalties, and it was almost one drive that we got the majority of our penalties against Lamar.
Offensively, we pre-snap stuff, but it's your fault. You jinxed it at halftime by talking about it.
You talked about it, not
Thornton's
me.
going to take this snap, empty look, got some pressure in the backfield from Miguel Triana. He's going to drag him down.
Play. Fought off his tackle and got through that line quickly.
Hey, you can go empty spread all night long as Miguel Triana can swallow you up like a corned beef sandwich.
That's a Dagsism, isn't it?
Maybe. Never had a good old hot corned beef sandwich? 11:25.
You should see the looks he's getting up here in the press box right now.
Roki don't even know what I'm talking about. He's going to have Sprayberry to his left.
Ooh.
Thornton's going to take that ball. He's looking deep. Got an out route by number 13, Bryson Barker on that stop. 13 is Boone Johnson.
It's kind of a slower out by number 13 there. Johnson?
Excuse me, Ethan Thornton. They are going to throw the ball in there. That's going to pick up about 10 yards on the play, get them back to 3rd and 7, ball on the 41-yard line.
It's a long 7. Long-ish.
Trips right. Sprayberry to Thornton's right. Got a numbers advantage to the high side of the field. Quarterback's rolling right, looking
He's going
deep.
He ain't got anybody over there.
Very well defended by Kason Davis there on the flats. Lobbed it over the top. It's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down. See what Coach Jerry Littleton decides to do. Littleton's in his 4th year leading the Panthers. He is finally seeing some numbers increase from when he took over. He mentioned in an interview I read earlier this week that he's doubled numbers each year. So he returns a ton of experience. Started 17 sophomores last year.
Looks like we're having a little personnel issue.
They are going to bring the punt unit on. Play clock down to 10.
That's squibbly and
Aiden Allen sat a Panther down in the backfield, and he's going to kick that out of bounds. That is a heck of a spot.
that's about 5 yards further back than I would have put it.
That one hit 10 plus yards out of bounds, and they're going to mark it about where it hit the ground. That's all right. Bulldogs are going to take over at the 42-yard line. 10:25 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Still good field position. Got trips left.
Brigance Ottoman at the line of scrimmage. Logan Young to his right, takes the handoff right in the pile.
Good hard run there to start the first offensive possession.
4-yard pickup there on 1st down. Good job defensively, too, rallying the football, not really giving them any gaps.
Number 7, Terrell Robinson, combined with number 54 on that play, makes the tackle, Cody Henderson.
Matt Brigance last week looked the part as far as delivering the ball. A couple of long 3rd down conversions. Chris Lopez was his key target. I'd like to see Peyton Lippum and Bryson Barker get a little bit more involved this week in the passing attack, and I bet they do.
That trips left again.
Hand off to Logan, makes the first guy miss.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, runs over safety.
Really good hard run right there. Brought down by number 25, Lane Lundy. Lane Lundy had 21 tackles last week, Coach, against Mineral Springs. Him along with Sprayberry is going to be a tough linebacker combo back there. It's going to be 1st down for the Dogs.
Got trips right this time.
Short side of the field. Brigance takes it, hands it back off to Logan Young. Heavy dose of it.
Runs right over that linebacker.
9-yard pickup there on that carry. Mr. Chris Lopez blocking well down the field. Love to see it.
That's 25 yards down the field.
That spot was about a hair shy of where I thought He was.
That's what you like to see out of a receiver.
Absolutely. Tonight's officials, referee Jesse Peters, umpire Casey Craig, head linesman Matt Hott, and line judge Dylan Black. 4-3 alignment for the defense. Brigance takes the shotgun snap, hands that back off around the outside. Logan Young got good enough for a first down.
Man, receiver did a good job there not blocking in the back. I don't know how tall that safety is, but he's a pretty lengthy kid.
First down and 10, ball spot to the 23-yard line.
Ball on the 23, new set of chains.
Bulldogs moving it well here on their first possession. Got an even split. Oh, he's
Brigance looking down the field. Intended target is Michael Grano. That ball's going to fall out of bounds. Brigance escaped the pocket there and was outside the tackle box and threw that one out of bounds. Second down and 10.
Probably a smart play. That was pretty well covered.
We've seen a heavy dose of Logan Young thus far. He was the leading rusher for the Dogs last week, again for the second week in a row. He never really could quite break that big one, but maybe we'll use some speed around the edge tonight. Brigance takes that snap, hands it back to Young, looking for a lane, makes the first guy, takes a whole stack of them to tackle. That tackle's going to be by Noah Pittman, but not after a 6-yard pickup.
Well, Coach, you got 3rd and short. What are you looking to do right now?
Man, I don't know. I like the hard count. We haven't ran it much. Montana Wesley wide left, trips right, short side of the field. You got to think Logan Young's getting the football. Fouke's not even lined up yet.
He's got a wide open left side over there.
It is going to be Logan Young. It is going to be a first down, and it is going to move the chains. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Pulling lineman, he had a nice block out on that defensive end.
Coach Twiggs is telling me that's 6 carries for Logan already, and he's right at the 50-yard total mark for the night. Early in the ball game, 7:25 remaining in the first quarter.
Keeping that up, he's going to have a 200-plus yard night.
Ball's on the 11, so the Bulldogs can pick up a first down without having to get a touchdown.
Left side. Looks
Nobody
like we have
covering
a little
the slot.
There, he's back over there now.
I wouldn't do anything different than that. Logan Young, what a block by number 1 on the edge. He's going to fall in the end zone. That's touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 1, Keegan Lynch sticking the block. Logan Young from 11 yards out is going to fall into the end zone.
Receivers did a real good job on that drive, blocking for Young. And the line always.
Always.
They've been doing a good job all season so far. That's what you like to see on your first drive.
I believe we have 12 guys on the field. Play clock has not started yet, thank goodness. Leo Lopez set to kick. Low snap handled by Peyton Lipple, and that's going to be up and good. Bulldogs on top 7-0. Coach, you were speaking of linemen just a second ago. We had a feast week. Feast week is brought to you by J.R. Charbroiler. They pick a lineman of the week. This week's recipient, proud to announce, was Leo Lopez. He got presented with a $25 J.R. Charbroiler's gift certificate. He had a feast on the field last week, and he gets to continue that at J.R.'s Charbroiler this week. What an opening drive for the Bulldogs. 59 yards and the touchdown on 7 carries for Logan Young. We did try to throw one pass there on the rollout, was incomplete, but it wouldn't hurt my feelings, Coach, to do that all night long.
Be a good math question there. Throw in there for those kids.
59 yards and a divided by 7.
Yeah.
We'll let Roki try to answer that one for us.
What do you got for us, Roke? Said I don't even have to spell math.
Luckily, you don't have to in math. Dylan Sprayberry back to receive. along with Kirby.
Got a nice
White it.
kick to the right.
Number 8, Thornton's going to field that. He's looking to get back to the middle field. Got some blocks.
Good open field tackle there.
Really good pursuit from the Bulldogs right there. That's number 28, Hondo Grano, on that tackle.
He's talking about sophomores. There's our own sophomore.
Absolutely. Coach, I don't know if I introduced everybody up here, but we got Coach Brown under the lights with J&J. I'm Coach Josh Hatch. We got Coach Josh Brown. We got Coach Zach Terwilliger. We'll call him Twigs, though. To our left, he's our statistician. He's the smartest one up here. And then we got Roki that runs the camera, and also Joseph Meza is manning the camera for the live stream tonight.
Looks like they're starting out with trips right again. Gonna run it.
Sprayberry's going to take that handoff. Got some room. Kason Davis
Ooh,
there,
what
and a stick.
What a stick. Might have rattled his own cage.
A stick by, I believe that's Chris Lopez. Chris Lopez shaking up on the tackle. Boy, Coach, he brought.
Yeah, he came out of there like shot out of a cannon.
He brought some lumber right there. We'll take a moment real quick to give you a video of our new press box at Waldron Bulldogs Stadium this year.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, the light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Coach, we have Chris is getting helped off the field. They carried his helmet off, so it does not look good for Chris right now. He's got no weight on his right leg. That's a scary deal. Chris is a multi-sport athlete, plays basketball for us.
Good ball player.
Plays some baseball, runs track if he has to, tries to talk me into him playing golf. But he has been helped off the field right now, and no weight on his right leg. They did take his helmet off and carried it off, so I'm assuming his night is over. Just hope he does not have too big of a sustaining injury. As soon as he gets off the field, we're going to resume play. Man, he come up and laid a hit right there after a 3-yard pickup by Fouke.
Lopez is some big shoes to fill, both sides of the ball for us.
Handoff, backfield, Sprayberry makes the guy miss. Will Solomon was there initially. He was eventually roped down by Logan Fielding. Pick up a 5 on the play, third.
About long 2.
Third and a long 2.
Third down and short for the Panther offense.
Going back to the right.
23 right at the sticks.
Again, another pop.
The right side, that's Sprayberry.
They're going to stop the clock. They're going to say he's got enough for a first down.
He gets hit like that a few more times. It's going to be hard to keep that up the rest of the game.
I think they're going to elect to throw the football if he gets hit like that a couple more times. 5:50, new set of change for the Panthers.
Got trips left again.
Kason Davis there initially. Matt Brigan's going to clean it up at the end of the play. Pick up a 4. Second and 6.
5.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Number 10, Matthew Briggs, combined with number 79, Will Solomon. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Looks like he's going to pass this time. He's going one-on-one.
Thornton's got the tight end 13. He's caught that football. He's inside the 30-yard line, brought down at the 24-yard line.
He just ran a slant and kept on going.
13, Ethan Thornton. Got that brother connection right there over the middle. Second big reception.
I think the other completion was to number 13 on their last drive.
There's that big tight end and come across that middle. Thornton on the run through a strike. 440. Have some motion at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be handoff to Sprayberry. He's going to look to cut back, but Logan Young said it's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Looks like Young had enough of them running the ball.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 14. Boy, you needed that right there.
And the lineman did a good job and allowed Logan to come up there and make a good play. Looks like we're going with the empty set.
Play clock down to 3, and there is some confusion. That's going to be a timeout. Coach Littleton elects to take a timeout for Fouke with this break in action. We're going to take a quick word from our sponsors.
Chambers Bank has proudly been serving Waldron and Scott County for 42 years and has been voted Scott County's best of the best bank for 2 years running. Chambers Bank, at its 19 locations, offers a wide variety of banking services for all your personal or business needs, and we'll go the extra mile for you. Visit our website at chambers.bank for more information and see how we can help you. Chambers Bank, the natural choice for the natural state.
.348. Fouke takes their first timeout of the night. 2nd and 14. Big play right here. Defensively, you got to put them behind the chains. Looking, if they're throwing the ball in there, they're going to be looking for number 13, who's in the slot, to Thornton's right. They're making a call out here to number 20 with the press coverage. They're going to look to throw it over the top. They're going to throw it up. Bryson Barker on the coverage. That's going to be a perfectly thrown football. That's going to be a touchdown for Fouke.
He laid that right in there.
Perfectly in the pocket. 29-yard score right there for Fouke.
For the Panther offense right there.
Thornton is 3 for 4 on the night. Already has 71 yards, Coach. And a touch and a score.
Oh.
Botch snap, fumble snap. Dogs are going to jump on the football.
There you go.
It's going to keep the lead for the Bulldogs, 7-6.
Good with 3:41 left to play in the first quarter. The score is your Waldron Bulldogs 7 and the Fouke Panthers 6.
That's interesting. Out of the timeout, Coach, they come out. Coach Littleton audibles or makes a call at the line of scrimmage. I think it was based on our coverage down here on number 20, and they ran a go route right over the top. Not much safety help, and like you said, put in the perfect spot. Chris Lopez is getting checked out by the Liberty EMT or EMS service on our sidelines.
Going to keep the ball up for the Panthers.
Just hoping it's nothing serious.
Yeah, we need him the rest of the season.
Number 8, Dylan Thornton, is going to kick off this football as well.
Bryson Barker and Peyton Lippman back deep to receive for the Bulldogs.
Little
Short kick, going to be fielded by Levi Brown. Good tough run, holds on to the football. 43-yard lines where the Bulldogs are going to start their second possession.
advanced that about 8 or 9 yards.
That's what you're wanting to see right there from a guy up on the kickoff right there, kind of a sky-high look.
Looks like they're helping Chris Lopez into the Gator to get him better looked at. Hopefully it's nothing real serious. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Brigance with doubles receivers going to look to pass lots of time. He's going to get out of that pocket. Peyton Lippman scrambling. Brigance is going to keep the football. He's over midfield. He's going to get out of bounds.
That's close.
At the 47-yard line. That's going to be right at the first down marker.
I think he missed it by just a few inches.
That spot's going to leave it just a little bit short. Second down. Kind of a scramble situation right there. Peyton Lippman broke to the sideline. Brigance elected just to keep the football. I think he believed he had the first down when he got out of bounds, but he is just a hair short.
Got trips left.
Kason Davis running to the edge. Bryson Barker with the block. First contact does not bring him down. That is right at the sticks. They're going to say he was inside.
No, they gave it to him.
Well, they're going to say he was in bounds on the tackle, so they're running the clock.
3:19 left in the first quarter.
They did give him a first down, though. Clock is running. Chris Lopez is getting a round of applause as he's carted off the field. Brigance is going to relocate Logan Young in the backfield.
Looks like they're bringing heat.
They did indeed. Got Logan right at the line of scrimmage. Lots of pressure in the backfield. .63 on that stop.
We don't have a 63 on our roster sheet.
Second and 10.
Looks like he got single coverage out here on Grano. Oh, he's gone. Can you get it to him?
Loading up. Throws
what
the
a throw.
Contact.
Nope.
It's going to fall out of bounds.
Dang.
He took a shot, too. Brigance took a shot, loaded up, tried to go down the field. Threw it all the way to about the 5-yard line. Thornton on the coverage right there knocked the football out of bounds. 3rd and 10. First down, you ran Logan Young. Had lots of pressure in the backfield. Threw it on second. Be interesting to see right here what the Dogs elect to do. Coach Powell has the play in.
Got an even split this time.
Straight drop back. Moving up in the pocket. He's going to throw
wide
it to the top.
open.
There's a flag down on the play, but that pass is complete to Cole Bailey on that reception. There is a flag. It's in the vicinity, Coach, of illegal lineman downfield, ineligible receiver downfield. We'll see what the call is. Or holding. If it was holding, it's awful.
That's way up there.
They're going to move the flag to the line of scrimmage. They're going to call holding. That's going to move. It's going to move the football back 10 more yards. It's going to be 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20. They're going to spot that football at the 45-yard line. Big completion right there for Cole Bailey. Well over the first down marker. We're going to have some more magic right here, Coach.
Well, the last completed pass would definitely have covered this distance. Let's see if we can do it again. We got trips right coming out. A little under 2 minutes left on the clock.
Brigance rolling right, looking for a receiver.
He's got number...
Got Grano over the top. He's
going
to catch that football.
Great catch.
And Bryson Barker is fired up for his teammate.
So is the home crowd.
Coach, that was a spot, man. They put that in the best spot possible, right on the sideline. Michael Grano catches that football, gets his toes down, picks up a first down. 20.
About
Coach
28 yards.
Coach Twigs will get me here. The ball was on the 45-yard line, so do that math.
Got trips left coming out.
18-yard pickup on that
Logan
previous
Young
play.
just made a lot of guys miss.
Bounces off another one. Going to have a first down.
That's a 12-yard, maybe a 13-yard gain, depending on the spot.
Football is going to be pushed all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Young's been doing a great job tonight making that first guy miss.
Ball spots at the 15-yard line.
Trips right. Cole Bailey and Peyton Lippelm in the slot. Brigance is going to check at the line of scrimmage. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Logan Young's going to take that handoff. Good block on the edge from Will Solomon. He's going to cut it up. 8-yard pickup on that play.
Number 5 combined with number 8.
Logan made the tackler pay right there. That was a hard hit.
Levi Lansdale on that tackle.
Second down and 2 for the Bulldog offense. Ball spots at the 7-yard line.
We do have a chance for a new set of downs inside the 10, inside the 5.
Brigance set to take the snap. Logan Young's going to catch that. It's going to be a trap. Runs into
good
his
cutback.
Runs into his first blocker. I believe that's William Ashley was the pull right there. Kicked out the end. Good enough for a first down.
So we got 4 downs inside the 2, right at the 2.
Go Bulldogs. Number 33 was there to make the stop on that last play. Colin Gainey.
First and goal from the 2-yard line. Bulldogs offense has done a perfect job of moving the football. Mixing up, keeping them unbalanced. Brigance going to keep this one around the right. Contact right at the goal line. He's fighting to get in. He's going to fall in.
Got the signal. That is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It looked like on the initial contact he was short, and his lineman definitely helped him out there.
Coach, we had that question last week, if you can aid the running back in high school football, and the answer is no, which is shocking because Lamar did a ton of that on that quarterback sneak.
If it didn't get called.
It never got called. I guess you do it until you get called. Leo Lopez to kick this extra point. It is up and good. 14-6 is the score here. Drive recap. Logan Young carried the football 4 more times. He's up around 83 yards on the night. 8 big completion for Matt Brigance. 18-yard pickup to Michael Garano. That was his first completion of the game.
Back-to-back completions, but the first one, it didn't count.
Yeah, that's very true. Got negated by a penalty for holding.
But then he came back and made it look a lot better. That was a very pretty pass and a great catch.
We're going to get the football teed up. Just 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Sun's starting to go down. It's about the time Fritz Morales would be talking about some pie he had ate, or the deer that you'd see on the highway driving home, or the beautiful sunset here at Bulldog Stadium.
Speaking of deer on the way home,
let's just say I'm one ahead of everybody else already.
Getting the lead on the season, are you?
I got the lead. Appreciate everybody tuning into the live stream. Kickoff is a very well kicked football down to 20.
About the 6-yard line.
Wisn't. Kylan fielding on that tackle, along with Cole Bailey.
About a 24-ish yard kickoff return.
Ball on the 31-yard line. 4 seconds remaining here. See what we can do to end this quarter on top, 14-6. There hasn't been any turnovers yet, Coach. No forced punts or nothing. Every time somebody's had the football, they've went. And not just done it with a big play. They converted long drives. Our last drive was an 8-play drive. Actually, a 9-play drive if you count the penalty. It's got an H-back or a sniffer back there in the backfield. Looking
The high snap.
Hand it off to Sprayberry around the edge. It's going to end the first quarter. Tackle is going to be by Kason Davis and Bryson Barker. He's going to come up and make that stop.
About a 6-yard gain.
6-yard gain. In the first quarter, you're watching Waldron Bulldogs football on Bulldogs TV.
Whether you're looking for added convenience, interest, or simple savings options, we are sure to have the account for you. Stop by your local branch today and pick up your custom instant issue debit card. Manage your money anytime from anywhere with our digital banking tools. Come stop by and see us at 934 West 2nd Street. Local people, local decisions. Community National Bank.
Go Bulldogs!
Thank you for backing the Bulldogs. Ed Service Center, Rockin' A Ranch, The Rock Cafe, Atlas Coffee, Community National Bank, Heritage Memorial Funeral Home, Scott Theater, Chambers Bank, West Fraser, Arvest Bank, Alshire Electric, and the Plumber Firm.
It's going to be 4th down. Sorry about that volume. Coach Brian's job was to turn the volume back on after the commercials. Kick is going to be sent.
High
Peyton
wobbly.
Lippelm is going to field that off the bounce.
Ooh,
Got
we
a face mask.
Face mask there, and I think it was seen by everybody in the stadium.
Right over the 50-yard line. We might have got away with a block in the back early in that return, but there was a face mask on the return. 2 flags come out.
Hopefully they're both for us.
Call's going to be face mask on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Inadvertent
That'll-
face mask
That'll progress us well past midfield.
is going to move the football down to the 44-yard line.
In favor of the Bulldogs. It'll be first down and 10 for the Bulldog offense. Ball spun at the 44-yard line.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Let me know if we don't sound good. Logan Young's going to take that handoff. It's going to be pushed by Will Solomon and Leo Lopez. Boy, I like that. He's going to push him well over the first down marker. Depends on where they spot it. It's going to be spotted right at the sticks. They are going to move. Oh, excuse me. They're going to move it back.
I think when Solomon
looking
decides
at it.
he wants to push some people,
It's going to be
there ain't
official.
many that can stop him.
No kidding. It's going to be official timeout. They're going to get the chains out to measure. Now, we do have a new chains gang over there. And so I don't know if anybody told them, but they're supposed to give us about 2 yards as they transition over to the football. So we'll see if they do that. 11:35 remaining here in the second quarter.
Time to shine, man. Chain gang, get their time to shine. This is a good time to give them a shout out.
Officials are going to get that chain set. We're going to stretch it out. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. If I was grading the new chain gang coach, they all get A's.
A+.
I love it. A+ for Jamie Newman and the gang down there on the new spot. First down and 10.
Got 11:35 left in the second quarter.
11:35 in the second quarter. Play clock is started.
To our chain crew on the far side, Jamie Newman, Jordan Dickens, and Charles Dickens. Thank you guys for your help today.
Doubles for Brigance. Logan Young to his right.
They're all up on the line of scrimmage. That defense is expecting Young to get it.
Logan's going to relocate. It's going to be a counter step. Good kick out block from Leo Lopez. Logan Young driving those feet.
I don't think it really mattered on this drive.
Boy, Coach, he's tough to bring down. A couple Panthers there on that stop. Number 5, Levi Lanston.
Number 25, there to make the stop on that last play.
And 25,
Again, it's 70 yards.
Lane Lundy.
Down at 3.
With that carry, Logan Young goes over 100 yards already on the night with still 10:50 left here in the opening half on 13 carries. Drop back from Brigance, rolling left. Got Cole Bailey. He's going to tuck the football. He's going to run out of bounds. Good enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains. It's going to be marked at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Stops the clock when he runs out of bounds.
Got 10:41 left in the second. Still have no word on Chris Lopez yet. As soon as we get it, we'll let you know.
Brigance going to hand that to Logan Young. Couple missed blocks there in the backfield. He's going to go ahead and move the pile again. As I mentioned a couple weeks ago, Will Solomon there on the block. He'll get a birdie on the golf course. He'll get a pancake on Friday night, and he'd eat pancakes with you on Saturday morning if you were nice to him.
After his workout.
After his workout. That's absolutely right. And his hour-and-a-half range session on the golf course. Clock's approaching 10 minutes. Second and 7. Trips right.
Got 10 seconds left on that play clock.
Braxton Wesley in the backfield. Brigance going to hand that to Wesley. Contact in the backfield, falls forward. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup on the play.
Number 44 on the carry for the Bulldogs, Braxton Wesley.
Lane Lundy slow to get up after that tackle for the Panthers.
Number 75, John Barnes, combined with number 25, Lane Lundy makes the stop. Third down for the Bulldog offense. Right now, we just say put prayer for Chris Lopez, with healing in his body, and just give him a peace of mind. In Jesus' name, amen.
Trips right. Kason Davis in the backfield. All 6'5" of them.
I think everybody on the defense within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Brigance audibles to Barker, Doesn't have it, scrambling, shuffling, trying to find something. Did not look like the communication between the receiver and the quarterback was there.
Looks like Grant's audible, and we just missed it on that one.
4th and 11. Bulldogs do have a really good field goal kicker in Leo Lopez. Does not look like we're electing to kick a field goal. Coach Twiggs would tell me, or Coach Brown would tell me how deep that is. 37 yards from right there.
Look at you doing math without a calculator.
I just carried the one. He hit a 44-yarder, I believe, or 41-yarder at Dequin. We're going to throw that football up to Bryson Barker. In traffic, he comes down with it.
It is caught.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a catch with someone hanging right on him.
What a throw. What a catch in traffic. Bryson Barker. We don't see him every week, but when we see him, Coach, he has big games every time. I mentioned him in the pregame, looking to see Bryson Barker and Peyton Lippum involved in the passing game, and so far they are doing just that. Look at me talking about a field goal. I'm not very good at math, but 6 is worth more than 3. Leo Lopez set for the extra point. It's going to be a low snap fire call. Peyton Lippum's going to throw it to the end zone, and he's going to convert it open to Logan Young. That's the second fire call and extra point this year that the Bulldogs converted. Peyton Lippum's got that Tom Brady number out there throwing darts.
8 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The score your Walter Bulldogs 22 and the Panthers 6.
We got 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second. Your score 22-6.
8 minutes, 18 seconds. Matt Brigance carried the football on that drive a couple times, 2 times. Logan Young carried the football 3 more times, added 11 yards to his total. And then the bomb over the top to Bryson Barker. 20-yard touchdown reception. I appreciate Ethan James. He's lying on the live stream feed, but there was a stud quarterback a couple of years ago named Josh Waddle. He would throw darts. He just didn't have anybody who could catch them. He's reminiscing the scramble and the throw over the top. Leo Lopez kicks it deep.
Kind of
be fielded, trying to find the middle of the field, running lane, cuts back, got some green grass. What a phenomenal tackle. Peyton Lippum ropes him down right at the 31-yard line. Boy, if Peyton didn't make that tackle, we were in trouble.
He had a lot of green on that sideline if he wasn't there.
Absolutely. We have a couple players out. As we mentioned earlier, Chris Lopez suffered, they believe, an upper leg injury. We just got word of that. They've gone to the hospital, going to do some x-rays. They're not quite sure what's going on. And then our running back, Damian Dickens, is out tonight sick. Fouke's going to take that, hands that football off to Dylan Sprayberry. Miguel Triana in the backfield. 2-yard loss on the play.
Miguel Triana, loss of 2 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 12. Ball blocked at the 30-yard line.
Man, Coach, I like when the Bulldogs are clicking offensively. Fouke's going to stay in that spread look. Sprayberry to Thornton's right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Play action. He's looking across the middle. Number 9's going to catch that football. Makes the first guy miss over midfield. Going to be drugged down by Braxton Wesley and Michael Garano, number 9 for Fouke with that big reception. Tristan Watson.
They like that little drag route across the middle, rolling the same direction, and receivers from the other side coming across. It's been open for him a few times now.
Boy, he looks good rolling out of the pocket too, Coach. He looks like he's got a lot of experience under his belt throwing that football. Good-looking build on him. Converted the first down right there.
Had some nice touch on that pass.
High snap, handled by Thornton. He's going to look deep, seams route. He's going to have a receiver open. He's going to drop the football. Michael Garano on the coverage there.
That was another good pass.
Kirby winds it, the intended target, right on the numbers, Coach. He hit him right in the breadbasket. Coach winds it was 35 yards downfield and not much of a drop by Thornton. Thornton put a lot of air on it. Weinstein showed the wheels right there, got open, just could not haul that football in.
He was talking earlier that majority of their players are sophomores. Quarterback is actually a senior.
Started 17 sophomores last year, Coach. They returned a bunch of experience.
Good catch.
Great catch right at the shoelaces. Good. They had a bubble concept to the wide side of the field, play action, pulled it. Thornton did, had some pressure in the backfield from Steven Figueroa. Lobs it over top. It's going to be a first down catch right there from Weinzit.
It looked like he was going to tuck it and run, and then when we came after him, he just flips it over.
Good conversion right there with 6:58 remaining in the opening half. Thornton's already up at over 100 yards passing on the night. Bubble, smash concept. The other Thornton, Ethan Thornton, catches that football. 6-yard pickup. Bubble with the slant behind it, Coach. That's hard to defend.
It is.
Boy, if the defense can get a stop right here, you almost open up the game. Even though it's a two-score game, it does feel closer than that.
6:25 left in the quarter.
Hand off to Sprayberry around the edge, cuts it up inside, over pursuit from the linebackers. There's a flag on the play. Sprayberry's going to run into the end zone.
It looked like it was the white hat that threw that flag.
It seems like there's an offensive holding going to be called. That's going to negate the big run. Negate the run. Our linebackers over pursued, but I guess they got held in doing so. 10-yard penalty is going to move it back to second and 14.
Got a break there.
Second and 13. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I think we're reaching Bulldog fans everywhere, and hopefully some Fouke Panther fans have tuned in.
Be second and 13 with 6:10 left on the clock.
Play clock's down to 15. Three down linemen for the Bulldogs. False start. It's going to be on the offense. 13 got a little bit of head start. It's going to move them back 5 more yards.
Be second and 18.
Second and 18.
With 5:51.
All the way back on the 45-yard line. Some of you guys have been asking about how you could become a Bulldog backer. You can take a picture of that QR code with your cell phone. I'll bring it up here in a little bit as well. That'll get you some info, kind of what we do, different levels, and then you can fill out the form, the link on that page, and sends that to me or Coach Brian, and we'll get you hooked up. Second down. Thornton's looking over top. Pressure in the backfield from Logan Young. 2 more Bulldogs there. Here comes the whistle.
A little long on that whistle.
Blake Allen, Logan Fielding, and Logan Young back there.
Number 53, Logan Fielding.
Third and a country mile. 47-yard line.
Thornton's shown that he has time back there in that pocket. He's making a good pass.
Third and 25, 26.
Third down and 25 yards to go for the Panther offense.
I'd have to throw it, go pick it up, and throw it again to throw it 26 yards.
Probably kick it somewhere in there.
Trips right. Absolutely. Straight drop from Thornton. More pressure from the backside. It's going to outrun the tackle. Blake Allen in pursuit right at the sideline. Hey, that's a great defensive play. Coverage sack. I don't know who forced him around the edge, but did a really good job. Blake Allen in pursuit. Couldn't quite catch him. Matt Brigance is ultimately the dog that forced him out of bounds. That's Stephen Figueroa there that brought the pressure. 4th down.
About 17, 16, 17.
Still a long 4th down. It's going to be a punt. First punt did not go as planned for Fouke. Left it short. I don't know what kind of, if they could, you really want these guys back in. Bryson Barker and Peyton Lippelm to field this one. We're going to take it. It's Keegan Lynch. He's going to take that. He's got grass. He's got a long way to go. He's around the 50, 45. Contact, forced out of bounds.
Good
at the
run.
42-yard line. Kind of caught him napping. Caught me napping.
He kicked it to that wide side. And it wasn't a very high kick, and Bulldogs took advantage of it right there.
Well, they snapped it kind of before we were even set, or they were set, kicked it left to the wide side of the field. They didn't cover very well down there. And then Keegan Lynch was off to the races. Good block set up, too, there by Kason Davis on the edge.
That was, just over a 40-yard run? Just under a 40-yard run, somewhere in that range, depending on where the catch was made.
Trips left. Logan Young's going to take that, cut back.
He's got a hole.
Got a big hole. He's going to drag a few guys downfield.
What a run by Logan Young.
18-yard line.
We got 4:16 left on the clock as to reset the chains.
22-yard, 24-yard pickup right there. Coach, he's getting so many yards, I can't keep up. If Twiggs is scratching his head, we're in trouble.
Young's got 128 yards in this first half on 15 carries.
See if he gets another one here. High snap, he does. They're going to defend that one very well. Fouke is going to defend that one. 2-yard pickup on the play.
Ran right into their big boy, 75. That's John Parks. He caught him and didn't let go. Got just over 3:30 until halftime.
Dogs are doing a much better job tonight, Coach, of getting the signal in, getting lined up, getting the right personnel on the field. See, I thought I was about to jinx it right there, but we got lined up. Brigance takes that
Looks
snap.
like it was an audible.
Rolling left. Pressure. He's going to tuck it. He's going to make a guy miss.
Is it number 4? Levi Brown?
Levi Brown with the block. Cole Bailey with the block there at the end. Matt Brigance is going to skip out of bounds. That's going to be a first down.
It's right there.
First and 10 from the 8-yard line.
We got 3:05 left. Be nice if we punch it in right here.
Absolutely. Play clock is down to 13. Get lined
up. The game
up.
clock is still at 3:05 since we ran out of bounds.
Fielding split to the left. Take that handoff. It's going to be Logan Young. He's going to make a guy miss and runs
over the safety.
A Panther into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a run and great blocking by the Bulldogs.
28-6 is the score here as the cannon goes off. Extra point's going to be attempted by Leo Lopez.
It's 2:59 on the clock.
I felt like they had a head start. Peyton Lippelm's going to lob it back to the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. That was a low snap.
Just a push pass right there. That wasn't even a throw.
Gosh, dog. Peyton Lippelm's going to be tough to handle this weekend, talking about all these dimes he's been throwing.
He's 2 for 2 on the night.
2 for 2 on the night, and I thought that was defensive offsides, but they let him play. A couple shout-outs, Coach. The Golf Dogs had 2 matches this week, one at Little Creek and one at Cherokee Country Club. Did not play our best golf this week, but we're going to be back in action next week at Little Creek again in Ratcliffe. And then our district tournament's coming up at Magellan in a couple weeks. The Volley Dogs took on a couple of conference opponents in Fountain Lake and Malvern. They're in the right direction. They're right in the middle of conference season, looking to hit their stride prior to the start of the state tournament. A little bit different this year with our travel. They have elected not to play a district tournament, so they're just going to take the top 4 teams in conference play directly to the state tournament. Leo Lopez set to kick it off. 30-6 is the score. 2:59 left here in the opening half.
Looks like he just kind of pooched it up there.
Going to be fielded right in the middle of the field, looking to make a guy miss. Evades some tacklers. Going to be brought down at the 36-yard line.
About a 15-yard gain off the kickoff return.
That ball carrier right there was Noah Pittman for the Panthers.
Got 2:53 left in the half. Cheerleaders are making their way down. So are the band members for their halftime performances.
Speaking of cheerleaders, Coach, we're going to have the band performance, the cheer performance, and then we've got a special interview from Landon D4, cross-country extraordinaire, coming up at halftime. 1st and 10. Thornton said to take the shotgun snap. Put number 8 in motion. He's going to take that snap, hand it to Sprayberry around the left side. Good block set on the edge. He makes the guy miss. He's over the 50, the 40, the 30. He's got some wheels. He's going to go into the end zone. A 65-yard run. A one-play drive for the Panthers. We have not seen that. We have not seen that in a couple weeks. And, boy, once he got an open field, he was gone.
Might need to check his shoes.
Those big
looked like he had rockets in them.
No kidding. Those big plays on the ground. It hurt us last week. We did a really good job of tackling Lamar, and then they broke a 50-yarder. Kind of was the deciding play of the game. And then that one right there, 65 yards, keeps it competitive on the scoreboard. Going for 2. Thornton's looking to pass. Got a guy in the back of the end zone, throws a really good spot. He's going to catch that football.
Right off the back shoulder.
Two-point conversion is good. Jaden Greer catches that pass. One play, 2:40 left here in the opening half. So it's a big play right there for Fouke to battle back. Let's take a look at some area scores. Prairie Grove is on top of Gravett 23-6 in the second quarter. Trying to find some conference opponents for us. Boy, Greenwood with that comeback win last week, down 3 scores with 2 minutes left or something like that, and come back and did it. Fayetteville's on top of Northside 14-7. Let me scroll through these, see if I can find some other ones. There's a big one up. Ozark Charleston's a big matchup all the time. Moulton's on top of Valonia 14-0. Lamar's on top of Dover 21-0. Arkadelphia, conference opponent for the Bulldogs, on top of Texarkana 13-0 in the second quarter there. Malvern, also a conference opponent, on top of Hot Springs Lakeside. I believe that's where Coach Tanner went. Up 20-7 in that matchup. Charleston's on top of Ozark 9-7. Boy, Ozark took a whipping last week, Coach, to Boonville. Held to 100 yards until the final play of the game. Kickoff's going to go sky high right at Keegan Lynch. He's going to field that football. He's going to hit that sideline, get forced out of bounds. Good job rallying to the football for Fouke. That's number 20. Bulldogs are going to take over on the 39-yard line.
About a 4-yard gain on that return. It was great coverage.
Great coverage. Dirks is on top of Gurdon 18-12. That's a opponent that Fouke dropped 2-point matchup, I think, early in the season to Dirks. Fountain Lake is up 35-12 in some 8-man action.
Waldron's going trips left, start the drive. Looks like we're going to pass. Got a man wide open.
Keegan Lynch on that reception. Pass is going to be dropped.
Pass goes incomplete.
But he caught it.
That will stop the clock at 2:29.
Second down for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Stops the clock. 2nd and 10. 2:29 left here in the first half. Dogs do have all their timeouts. So you got to see what mindset we have here offensively. If you're Coach Powell, electing to take those timeouts or not.
Looks like we're same formation.
Rolling left. Cole Bailey trying to get open. He's going to lob that one up. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Ethan Thornton. Great play right there on that coverage. Cole Bailey's the intended target, or maybe Peyton Lipham. They were both in the vicinity there. Ethan Thornton comes over and knocks that football down.
Clock stops again at 2:22.
It's going to be a timeout from the Bulldogs. Coach Powell takes a timeout. It's going to give a second to give a shout out to some of our sponsors on Bulldogs TV.
West Fraser Mansfield is a southern yellow pine sawmill located in northwest Arkansas on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. The mill produces a variety of products from 2x4s up to 12x12 timbers in lengths from 8 foot to 20 foot. The mill ships products from California to Rhode Island and from Chicago to Miami, while also exporting several products from the Caribbean islands. Mansfield was awarded the Most Improved Safety Performance Award in 2018 and later awarded Mill of the Year in 2020.
I'm just I need to find somebody.
Here we go. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Trips left. Brilliance takes that snap.
Got a
going
wide,
backside.
wide open little.
Michael Garano was the intended target, about 6 or 7 yards shy on that play.
That stops the clock at 2:15, so only burned about 7 seconds.
What's tough on the timeout, too, because we're giving Fouke a chance to go down. They just hit a one-play 60-yarder. One-play 60-yarder, 65-yarder. They're going to get another shot at it. 2:15, getting some personnel on the field. Not sure if we've got enough personnel on the field. We're going to punt it anyway. Leo Lopez
Good
kicks
punt.
it. It's going to bounce. I think that touched one of ours. Ethan Thornton's going to field it. He breaks the first tackle. He's got lots of grass setting up. 54, William actually misses the tackle. He's going to cut back across the field. He's going to get that football all the way out to the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Almost back to our original line of scrimmage.
Man, what a phenomenal return. Made some guys miss.
Number 32, Jason Davis, was there to make the stop, combined with number 74.
1st and 10, 45-yard line. Panthers are threatening with 1:59 remaining here in the opening half.
Looks like we got a penalty flag.
There's going to be a flag. I believe it's sideline warning on the Fouke sideline. I would rather him just start the play clock instead of ask them to come out and them not oblige.
Is that not why Fouke flag?
Start that play clock. Start that play clock. I do not know. There. We started it now.
They're still huddled up.
Well, now they have some time to get lined up. It's a big possession right
at
here.
2 minutes on the clock.
Handoff Sprayberry going to be met in the backfield by Kason Davis.
That keeps the clock running.
Keeps the clock running. Fouke has 2 timeouts remaining. That's one way to negate speed, is not let them hit the edge to start with.
Right at the handoff, too. Clock is still ticking. Right now the clock is our friend.
Huge play.
1:32 on the play clock.
Second 15.
That was a 5-yard loss.
Doubles. Pressure in the backfield. Thornton's going to throw that football up. That's going to fall incomplete.
Little overthrown.
Aiden Searcy, the intended target, on the sideline.
Thornton took a big shot.
Keegan Lynch on that coverage. Yes, he did.
On that
Coach.
last play. That does stop the clock at 1:18.
You guys are on your feet or at your house watching on the live stream. You need to get on your feet. 1:18, big possession for the Bulldogs defense. Fouke's going to elect to take a timeout right after I asked you to get fired up. Trying to kill our momentum, Coach.
We do have a big problem tonight. Our at-home referee decided to attend the game tonight, so we're not going to be corrected on all of our calls.
Mr. Taylor's not there to tell me I'm wrong. He will anyway, even though he's not watching.
He'll just text us randomly saying that was wrong.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Coach Brian's getting nervous. We're getting a lot of viewers right now. Coach Twiggs is up here running out of paper already. Lots of offensive stats going on. 44 points in the first half, and it's not over yet.
No.
Is a big number.
Fouke just proved on that last, well, I don't know if you can call it a drive. It's just a play.
You should call that a one-play drive, man.
That they can hit big and hit quick.
Fouke's got a tight end on the left side. That's interesting. He is going to block extra protection.
He's being rushed.
Logan Young's going to come hit the quarterback. Jump ball. It's going to be caught by Ethan Thornton. Logan Young hits the quarterback right on the release. Jump ball to Ethan Thornton right on the sideline. It's going to be caught.
He threw it and trusted his brother to catch it.
Clock's going to be stopped momentarily till the changer's set. Mr. Official's letting the chains get set. Game clock is running.
1:09 left on the clock.
Take that, hand it to Sprayberry. He's got grass. He cuts it back. Phenomenal block downfield. Levi Brown on pursuit, and Leo Lopez as well. It's going to be a first down.
They are running hard right now.
First down's going to stop the clock again.
59 seconds.
Gosh, dog defense right here. We need to step up. Fouke's doing a heck of a job in their 2-minute offense. There's going to be a timeout by the defense. Waldron elects to take their second timeout.
That did tick about 8 more seconds off the clock, so it's got 51 left. Fouke can get a first down inside the 10-yard line. They got to get down to about the 2.
Need to regroup. Thornton is 7 for 12 on the night, 134 yards thus far. Sprayberry has 84 yards on 15 carries. And then they do have the 2 touchdowns, Sprayberry on a run, and then a pass to number 20 on the other one. As I mentioned earlier, halftime we've got the cheer, the band. We'll try to bring you the Fouke cheerleaders as well. And then we've got Landon D4 on an interview. He's amped up. He's ready to go. There was a We'll bring up an interesting picture that was floating around on Facebook of Mr. Landon D4 at halftime. First and 10, 12-yard line. The game clock has just went out. It's reset now to 51 seconds. Snap's going to be handed off, play action, rolling. Thornton's looking, throws over top. Ethan Thornton is wide open in the end zone. Late contact's going to be flagged on the late hit, but the touchdown is good for Fouke. It's going to make score 30-20, 45 seconds left. That's that play that they've heard us several times on. Fouke's ready to rock and roll, and the officials are still discussing the penalty. I believe it'll be personal foul, can be assessed on the, will be declined. Touchdown's good. I don't know if that'll be assessed on the kickoff or not. I would think it would be.
He really didn't make the call.
He didn't decline it, though.
Decline it.
So I'm assuming it will be assessed on the kickoff.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for two.
Boy, they've made this a ball game.
It's
a pop pass on the edge. Lots of room, and he's going to push that football into the end zone. 2-point attempt is good. 30-22, 45 seconds on the game clock remain, and we have a ball game. Boy, howdy, Coach. Talk about a swing of momentum. They forced a punt, first punt of the night for the Bulldogs.
Returned it right back to where it kicked from.
Yes, absolutely. Put that 65-yard run in, gave them some life over there, and then built a really nice multiple play drive and went down and punched that football in.
We've got 45 seconds left in the half, and it seems like the last 3 minutes have taken 30.
They did assess that penalty on the kickoff, so Thornton with those sky-high kicks, he's going to push that football well into Bulldog territory. Keegan Lynch is kind of where he's been aimed at in the spot that he's been kicking it to. It is going to go to Lynch. He's going to let it bounce, takes the kick, looking for room, not much doing. Going to be roped down. Good tackle.
I don't think he had any gain or any loss on that play.
I think that's number 18 on the tackle. Gavin Daniels, a very good tackle. Very good tackle. 39 seconds left, Coach, right here. First and 10. 85 yards to go. Logan Young.
Give it to Young.
Let the clock
see what he can do.
If you get a big run, then you might start thinking about management or throwing one in the end zone, but you got to get out of the shadow of your own end zone. Brigance takes that snap in. He does hand it to Logan Young. Breaks the first tackle. Got some running room.
There he goes. He's going around the edge.
He's over the 40, 50, 40.
What a run.
Out of bounds.
And that was 9 seconds off the clock.
Coach, I think
10
they
seconds
heard
off
me.
the clock.
I think they heard me. I need to say that more. 29 seconds. Clock did stop. Forced out of bounds. Big pickup right there. Ball on the 34-yard line. 29 seconds remaining here. Coach, I might do the same thing to the wide side of the field.
Try it again.
You've got
worst that can happen.
Waldron
Logan
has
Young gets
one
some yards.
timeout remaining.
We got an even split out there. 29 seconds left.
Looking to pass. Brigance trying to find somebody scrambling in the pocket. He's going to throw a jump ball up in the end zone.
He's got it.
Montana Wesley's intended target, and that's going to fall to the turf just a hair above the reach of Wesley.
That does stop the clock with 22 seconds.
7-second play.
We get about 10 more yards. We are within field goal range for our kicker, Mr.
You're
Leo
absolutely
Lopez.
right, Coach. If you can get it to close to close to the center of the field, maybe another, 15 yards.
Looks like Fouke is going to take a timeout.
Timeout from Fouke. Timeout from Fouke. Coach, what are you thinking here? If you can get it to the center of the field, 15 more yards or so.
With the way Logan's running, I think we look at trying just to give it to him a couple times, maybe burn a timeout, and see if we can actually get a touchdown on this one. If not, worst case scenario, Leo Lopez puts it up through the upright and makes it a 2-score game.
Well, you're thinking, 20 seconds ago, you're thinking, let's run the football and get to the half, break a big run. If you can get to the middle of the field, maybe a field goal. If you can go ahead and bust it, you still do have a timeout. You can stop the clock on chains as well. So maybe if the Bulldogs are thinking that way, Fouke did elect to take a timeout, so each team has one left here in the first half.
22 seconds still on the clock. It is a 1-score game. Waldron is coming out in a even split, 2-2 on each side.
Cole Bailey and Montana Wesley to his left. Michael Grano.
You may look to have Brigance roll it to the right. See if you can hit Lipham on an out route.
Absolutely. Peyton Lipham also on the right. Brigance straight back, steps up in the pocket. Peyton Lipham was tackled.
I think he was.
Peyton Lipham was tackled.
It didn't look like he slipped.
There was no flag on the play. And he scrambled, could not quite complete the pass.
Knocked 6 seconds off the clock, so we're down to 16 seconds.
Coach, I'm thinking run the football middle of the field, call a timeout, assess from where you are right there.
Let Young run to the wide side maybe, and
that counter
see what damage he can do.
Set the edge. Peyton and Grano are very good blocking in the open field. We need to get lined up before we snap the football. We do. Flood route to the right, pressure in the backfield. He's going to roll back left. Good block from Miguel Triana. Looking to get downfield. Miguel goes and gets another one. You've got to make a play. He's going to get out of bounds and drug down.
There's 4 seconds left on the clock. That was a lot of dancing, and it wasted a lot of time.
A lot of dancing. That looked like you at your junior-senior prom, Coach.
Cut a little rug back in my day. My wife will say that is false.
4 seconds.
I think that's probably pushing the range of Mr. Lopez.
Waldron does take a timeout.
It is 4th down.
Be interesting to see what we do here.
4th down and 7 with 4 seconds to go. So you got one play. What are you going to do, Coach?
I mean, you go for it, obviously. That flood route that Lipham got tackled on earlier, I think he was open. Now, you've got to, once you make that catch, you've got to do some finagling to get to the end zone. I'm not a big proponent of trying to get it all in one gap, maybe throw it underneath and let them run. The problem is Fouke has brought pressure thus far in these obvious passing situations.
I think the issue you're going to run into is that, they're fast. Fouke is very quick, and they can get to the ball. So throwing underneath, we just got to be able to outrun them and get a couple good blocks to get in the end zone.
Or maybe a screen concept. Logan Young's had the ball in the open field a couple times, made some guys miss. If you can get even a receiver coming down the tunnel route, Chris Lopez injured earlier would be the guy I would think I would be focused on defensively, but he's not here. He's getting some x-rays done, and so they are in prevent defense.
I think right the way you're looking right now is you've got 3 linemen. Linebackers are 8 to 10 yards deep, a few extra safeties and corners out there, and I think you go with what you say. Throw a little screen, see if the lineman can get some key blocks, and see if Young can get in the end zone.
Coach, you've always liked those hook and ladders.
I do like a hook and ladder.
Brigance dropping, looking, trying to get somebody deep. Fouke's not even bringing pressure. Hornets went off. Brigance is going to fall to the... No, he's not. Break 2 or 3. That was a weird sequence of events. I'm not quite sure. I think he was buying time for him to get to the end zone and throw a jump ball, but he went backwards about 16, 18 yards and gets struck down at the midfield stripe. Nonetheless, Waldron's on top 30-22. Coach, we got a fun ball game here, and we're going to step away real quick, get set up for some halftime cheerleaders and band.
Let's welcome to the field your Waldron Bulldog cheerleaders.
And now and now
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue tonight's halftime entertainment by presenting the pride of Scott County, your Waldron High School Marching Band. Tonight's performance presents the jazzy selection of Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra, followed by Ain't No Sunshine and Moon Dance, featuring baritone soloist Marvin Velasquez and French horn soloist Liza Gonzalez. The band is under the direction of Shanice McFerrin and James Turman. Tonight's performance is being conducted by senior drum major Lakeland Dedman. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our show, Out of This World.
West Fraser Mansfield is a southern yellow pine sawmill located in northwest Arkansas on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. The mill produces a variety of products from 2x4s up to 12x12 timbers in lengths from 8 foot to 20 foot. The mill ships products from California to Rhode Island and from Chicago to Miami, while also exporting several products from the Caribbean islands. Mansfield was awarded the Most Improved Safety Performance Award in 2018 and later awarded Mill of the Year in 2020.
And we are joined here on the live stream. Landon D4's been fired up about this all week. And how do you think the Bulldogs are playing so far, Landon?
I think they're playing pretty good. On offense, Logan Young's running the ball.
Absolutely.
We're completing passes.
Absolutely. Logan's got like 150-something yards
already.
Passing. Yep. We had kind of let him off the hook there. We're up, had a nice little lead, and then let him off the hook there. But Landon's a big-time track, cross-country. He helps us in basketball. He kind of does everything. Landon, what grade are you in, Landon?
I'm in 10th grade. I'm a sophomore.
Just a sophomore, and he's setting some great times on the cross-country track. So cross-country season's here, so tell us a little bit about the squad, both boys and girls squad this year.
Senior high teams came out this year. Rattler run, started off the year, 1.5 miles. Took the dub, both of us. There was a scoring error. We thought we had runner-up, but senior high guys won.
Took the dub. What swag he's got.
And this year, it's a bigger team than last year. We filled up the bus, almost didn't have enough seats. I'm proud.
I got a picture of them right here. So
we had quite a few medalers, boys and girls. It was a good run.
Is good run. So when's the next one coming up?
Tuesday, we go to Mina, the Tom Southerner. Yeah, we're looking to take home the dub there too.
Awesome. I love it, man. So I mentioned earlier a little bit, there's this crazy picture that's been floating around on Facebook. Happened during practice, I guess. I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about it.
So we were doing speed work. We were doing quicker stuff, and my nose started bleeding.
How do you do speed work in cross country?
You run faster.
Well, aren't you supposed to do that all the time?
Well, yeah, but...
I don't question the queen over there, Coach Bailey. She's won enough for all of it, so I don't question her. So finish your story.
Okay, so we were about 1 mile in. I'm trucking along, ahead of everybody. Didn't have any competition that day. Cation wasn't there. And my nose starts bleeding. And I didn't think it was too bad, so I just kept running. And I come around, and she's sitting there, and, she's surprised. She thinks I'm hurting, like I fell. No, it just started bleeding. No excuses. I just kept running.
You guys get on Coach Bailey's Facebook. Landon's got blood on his hands, on his nose. He's just covered in it. He didn't even stop. How many miles did you run that day?
I ran 3 that day.
3 that day. That's a light day. Landon's been running 3 or 4 and then coming in the gym after that, helping us and encouraging our off-season basketball guys out here on the track and doing some stat stuff for me in practice, but he's done a great job for me. So you mentioned Kaysen. So go through and name a few key contributors this year for both sides.
For both sides?
Yep.
For the boys, me, Kaysen, Cole Bailey, Julio Grano, Billy Garrison. There's more.
There's a good junior high squad, too.
There's a good junior high. Johnny Williams, Eli Conley. He got 3rd, I think.
Those guys had great
times.
And
then Dakota Weaver. He's showing up this year.
Awesome. And then the girls' side.
And then the girls, Emily Sears, Callie Hargis medaled.
They had a good. They've had a good run on the
They've
girls'
had
side a couple of years, and they graduated those and didn't even skip a beat.
I didn't skip a beat. Came back and won the first one.
Got first place, so that's good. The old Rattler run. Bulldogs on both sides took the W. We're always about that W, and then they've got one coming up down at Mena down south, and we're going, as according to Landon, we're going to catch that dub as well, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. So I'm glad Landon come up visit with us at halftime, and we've got about 4 minutes left, and we're going to bring you second half action here on Waldron Bulldogs TV.
Thank you for backing the Bulldogs. Ed's Service Center, Rockin' A Ranch, The Rock Cafe, Atlas Coffee, Community National Bank, Heritage Memorial Funeral Home, Scott Theater, Chambers Bank, West Fraser, Arvest Bank, Alshire Electric, and the Plumber Firm.
Coach, we're back. 2:20 left here before half. Kind of break down that first half for us, Coach. And as you're doing that, I'm going to cut you off real quick. As you're doing that, I'm going to throw this link up. So slide over a little bit so you're in the picture. But I'm going to throw that link up. That's how you become a backer of the Bulldogs. Backer of the Bulldogs. I've got some area scores. Coach kind of talks about just how the ebbs and flows. We had a big lead and then kind of let them back in it there late.
Yeah, well, Logan Young's been leading the charge for the Bulldogs for sure. He's got Twigs
Coach
hanging over.
Twigs. Got the stats.
See what he's got here. All this is Logan. So we got 40. Was it a 46? I can't read your handwriting, Twigs. So we got 184 yards.
Had a 46-yard run on that last carry.
Okay, out of 18 carries. Okay, I get you. So he's definitely leading the charge for the Bulldogs. The linemen, they're opening up huge holes for him. Receivers have been doing a good job blocking. But that last 3 minutes of that second quarter, Fouke just took over.
Had that big 65-yard run and then put together a really good drive. And then Bulldogs had a chance there late, kind of lost track there. We've got some score updates, Coach. We got Prairie Grove on top of Gravett 31-14. Let me scroll down the list. Lamar's on top of Dover 35-0. Malvern, a conference opponent, in a dogfight with 5A Hot Springs Lakeside. They're on top. Malvern is 20-14. Arkadelphia, another conference opponent playing a 5A school. They're on top of Texarkana 42-0. There's a reason they're number one. Lincoln is on top of Mena. Lincoln is coached by Reed Mendoza, former Bearcat himself. And that is at Mena, and that's 14-10. Mena's going to be our Week 10 opponent. That's kind of the one I've got circled on the calendar, Coach. It's been a long time since the Bulldogs have beat Mena, and hopefully if we can get it done this year, we might see ourselves in the playoffs. Ozarks on top of Charleston 13-12 in the second half. That seems like a defensive battle. We got our old Coach May down there, and then Coach Jeremy Burns on the Ozark side has won tons of conference titles down there for the Hillbillies. So really good matchup right there. Our week 1 opponent, Paris, is trailing West Fork in the third quarter 13-0. West Fork has a new coach. We talked about him last week, and Coach Rodney Self. He's kind of turning around that program a little bit for the Tigers of West Fork. So we're getting ready. Bulldogs are getting loose here on the field. We're going to throw it back for one more commercial before we get the second half started.
Arvest is a proud supporter of the Waldron School District and Waldron Bulldog Athletics. Arvest is happy to continue the decades-long standing tradition of the Knox Dozier Memorial Scholarship and the Arvest Basketball Classic. As you walk into Waldron Arvest, you'll be welcomed by familiar associates who are ready to assist you with finding financial solutions.
It's like a small town community bank, even though it's much larger than that.
When they talk about experiences, I talk about Arvest.
Coach, we had a big injury there in the first half. I do have some information pertaining to that injury, and I'm getting from some people at the hospital. That is our own Chris Lopez, junior receiver and safety for the Bulldogs, has suffered a high leg injury. They went through some x-rays. He does have a broken femur. He is being rushed from our local hospital here up to Fort Smith. They're going to do an emergency surgery. He has a large amount of internal bleeding, so they want to get that taken care of before it can cause additional damages. So if you guys can, just keep Chris and his family in your guys' thoughts and prayers. So I mentioned earlier he's a big multi-sport athlete, but none of that matters at this point. We want to make sure that Chris is taken care of. And then earlier also we mentioned Damian Dickens out sick as well. So we do have some injuries we're battling. Chris is a big-time receiver target for us. He's kind of our go-to guy. He's a really good job. He actually got hurt tackling in the open field really good up around the shoulders. I assumed it was a shoulder, an elbow or something. Turned in that you broke your femur.
You have to look back at that and see what actually happened, but for the injury it just didn't seem like the play caused, so we're going to have to...
it takes a bunch on a femur like that, and it was a big hit, big contact, but I don't know if he pushed off maybe on that leg or something, and it had a lot of pressure on it.
Chris is a strong kid, so it took a lot of force for that to happen.
So we're hoping Chris is taken care of. They have taken him. We appreciate Liberty EMS being here on the sidelines. We got him taken immediately. Our athletic director, Chris Lippman, got out there in the Gator and loaded him up and took him. They got him to the hospital quick, got his x-rays done quick, and now they're going ahead and taking him to Fort Smith. So you guys can keep him in your thoughts and prayers. We're getting set. Clock's going to expire. We're going to reset the game clock. We're going to be in the third quarter here.
Fouke did win the coin toss beginning of the game. They did elect to receive, so your Bulldogs will take over here in the second half.
And we're in a dogfight right now. Bulldogs kind of running away with it. 30-14, I believe, was the score. 65-yard run. 65-yard run out there, put them on top, and then they went down and punched that last drive in as well. Thornton is their passing guy for Fouke. He has 146 yards already, 2 touchdowns. He's 8 for 13 on the night. He's going to kick that football off to Keegan Lynch. Going to field it, looking for a running lane. Makes the first guy miss.
Makes the second guy miss.
Drags a few Panthers down with him.
Good little return there to get better field position.
41-yard line's where the Bulldogs are going to start their first possession.
We have a Panther down about the 40. Didn't see what happened there.
Officials timeout. Official timeout number 18 is who's down for the Panthers, Gavin Daniels. Not quite sure what happened there on that kickoff.
There was a lot of colliding right there at that point of impact, but right now it could be anything.
Could be anything. You hope for the best. He is up. Maybe a cramp or a lower back injury. Looks like he's kind of holding that back, but
kind of had a hand on his right hip. Now he's.
Coach, I'm going to give a shout-out real quick. I know you got a shout-out. Landon Richmond coming up here giving a great halftime, or D4, Landon D4, excuse me, great halftime interview about cross-country as the Dogs get set to take over on first down.
And our Bulldogs and Lady Dogs did an excellent job at Magazine earlier this week.
They definitely flew the W. Brigance in the backfield. Logan Young to his left takes the handoff.
Here he goes.
40.
Logan
30.
Young.
20. Got a guy to beat. He's going to be forced out of bounds to the 10-yard line by Dylan Thornton.
What an open run.
What a way to start the second half.
We do have flags.
There's a flag about
it's about where the secondary is.
40-yard line.
Back there with those safeties. Probably a receiver hold. It is a hold.
From the spot of the foul, it's going to move it back to first.
And about 2, maybe
it's
1.
Be first and 2. That's going to negate.
Depending on where they spot it.
Should be about the 50. Yes,
yep.
It will be.
So it's about first and 2.
First and 2 after a...
And Logan hit that hole hard and fast.
Big 48-yard run right there is negated. That's the second big play.
That would have put him...
Right on the 50-yard line.
That would have put him almost to 200 yards. Or over 200 yards.
Brigance takes a snap. Late handoff to Logan. Logan was getting a head start. He's going to have another first down. He's going to move the chain. Just had to get 2 yards to pick up the first down.
You got a couple more than that.
Chains are moving.
About the 47.
47-yard line.
11:41 in the third to go. We're approaching almost 200 viewers right now.
Trips left. Logan's going to take that. Good job on the stop right there.
Still falls forward.
Rallies to the football. That looked like 72. Blake Wright on that stop.
75.
Excuse me, John Parks.
Parks has made a couple good plays on that defensive line in the first half. Makes another good one here on the first defensive stop.
Peyton Lippum in motion is going to take that snap. Counter trap from Logan Young. 6-7 yards every time he touches it.
He is finding that hole and making the first man miss more times than not tonight.
Coach, 3rd and 2. We're going to pick it up here on 3rd down, but if you don't, really hoping we go for it. 10:35 remaining. Lots of substitutions happening to make sure we got enough personnel on the field. We really need to go down, take back control of the game.
10 seconds left on the clock. There goes Logan again, and he's got a hole, and he's going.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Here, Connor McKay back there in the. He's got the Bulldog faithful here at the home stadium up on their feet.
A 39-yard touchdown scamper. That's going to put them at 236 yards on the night. I would feed the beast. And 3 touchdowns. Leo Lopez on to accept this extra point. I just got word that they are airlifting Chris Lopez to Children's Hospital in Little Rock. So a pretty scary situation. Pretty scary situation for Chris. Leo Lopez, low snap.
Got another fire call.
Peyton Lippum's favorite. He's looking. He's going
to run it.
He's going to punch it in for 2.
Coach, he didn't want to go 3 for 3. He wanted that himself.
I'm going to quit calling it a fire call, and it's just going to be a Lippum call. We have worked that to perfection on the year, but definitely tonight.
Peyton is fired up.
At this point, Coach, do you think it's by design, or do you think?
I think the center's making that call.
The center is saying, I think Peyton's going up there and give him a little love tap, saying, hey, I want you to roll it back here to me nice and soft.
I'm having fun back here, Coach.
Absolutely.
Do want to give a shout out to a Bulldog faithful that's been texting me throughout the game, to Adam Hecox. He
does love the Bulldogs.
He loves the Bulldogs. He's all the time sending me shirts and memes,
giving you coaching advice.
He loves them. He loves that orange and black.
That was not sarcastic at all, Coach. I love it. You haven't been around me a whole lot, but you're starting to catch on. 71, Lopez set to kick it off. Leo's got it teed up. Good kickoff's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Got some grass. Bryson Barker and Peyton Lipham there on the tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Number 6, Noah Pittman on that carry.
Tackle was made by number 2, Bryson Barker for the Bulldogs.
Dogs come out on defense leading 38-22. High scoring ball game. Lots of fireworks going off. Parker's hobbled up, getting off on the side.
Got 10:05 left in the third quarter.
It's going to be a false start. See who they call that on.
It's like the far side's calling on defense.
Defense jumped, but offense reacted. I'm not sure who moved first. It's a tough call. The officials are getting together. They're going to come out and say offsides on the defense. 4 penalties thus far. Gosh, dog, I shouldn't have talked about it. Every time I do it.
You jinxed us last week. Now you're jinxing us this week.
That one's on me. I apologize, Coach Brigance.
Forgot his hat.
Gosh, dog, I did forget my hat. I was too busy getting wore out on the golf course today. And not by Coach Bryan or Coach Twiggs. Rolling to the right. Thornton
being chased.
Looking deep. We did cover the tight end. Peyton Lipham's going to be there.
There you go, Lipham.
He's at the 30.
He's
25.
taking it.
What
He's
a block
going.
from Leo Lopez. 10, 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs.
What a play. Good blocking. And 6 more points.
Coach, an adjustment. We made an adjustment at halftime. That play right there from Dylan Thornton to Ethan Thornton really hurt us in the first half. And Robert coverage right there. Peyton Lipham comes and picks it off right in the breadbasket. Leo Lopez throws a block about the 16-yard line. And Peyton Lipham marches into the end zone.
So, I think we talked about it on the last drive. Lipham kind of likes being in that end zone.
He does. Coach, I bet you a grape snow cone that we're going to go for 2 right here, even though it doesn't look like it. We're getting set. Levo's getting set. The snap is good. Caught. Leo's going to kick it, and that is good. Just 1 point on the extra point. I do owe you a grape snow cone. I think Leo was surprised it even got back there because he just quit running up on the last couple. Makes the score 45-22. You're watching Bulldog football on Waldron Bulldogs TV.
Whether you're looking for added convenience, interest, or simple savings options, we are sure to have the account for you. Stop by your local branch today and pick up your custom instant issue debit card. Manage your money anytime from anywhere with our digital banking tools. Come stop by and see us at 934 West 2nd Street. Local people, local decisions. Community National Bank.
Go Bulldogs!
We're getting set to kick this off. 9:51 remaining here in the third quarter. Appreciate everybody tuning in the live stream. It's kind of how the early in the first half went. So you want to negate any rallies. Boy, we saw when Sprayberry got in the open field, he was gone. Good adjustment from the Bulldog coaching staff there at halftime. Leo Lopez kicks that one. That's Whitest is going to take that on the numbers.
Runs over his own guy.
Pushes down his blocker.
Hey,
gonna
if
fall
they're
at
in
the
the way,
30-yard
you
line.
got to get upfield.
He said, patience. We don't need no stinking patience. 30-yard lines where the Panthers are going to take over. Panthers have shown some fight and resilience. Had a big lead early and kept battling, did a really good job. Big Will Solomon 79 over the football. Two receivers to Thornton Dry. He's going to hand that to Sprayberry. Kason Davis on the edge, strings it out.
Great pursuit.
Is going to come up, make the tackle. Kason Davis cleaned it up.
Ooh,
it's a good job by Kason Davis not getting reached.
He is he's hurting.
Not getting reached on the edge. Sprayberry is down. Appears to be a left leg injury. Right on our sidelines. You don't want to assume anything. There's a little bit of urgency getting to him. I hope he's not. Hope it's nothing serious. We're going to step away real quick. We're going to step away real quick and bring you some sponsorships.
West Fraser Mansfield is a southern yellow pine sawmill located in northwest Arkansas on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. The mill produces a variety of products from 2x4s up to 12x12 timbers in lengths from 8 foot to 20 foot. The mill ships products from California to Rhode Island and from Chicago to Miami, while also exporting several products from the Caribbean islands. Mansfield was awarded the Most Improved Safety Performance Award in 2018 and later awarded Mill of the Year in 2020.
Going to resume action here. Sprayberry was helped off the field. I hope didn't look real major. I hope it's nothing too major for Sprayberry. He's been a ball player tonight for the Panthers. Thornton's just going to keep it on the left. Kason Davis was double teamed there on the edge. It looked like he was getting held.
It looked like a lot of jersey there.
No flag on the play, but it's going to be shy of the first down. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for Thornton and the Panthers. Third and 1. Tight end to Thornton's left, running back to his left. He's signaling at the receiver. We got press coverage. 20's going in motion. It's going to be a pop pass to 20. He's going to cut it up, have a first down. It's going to be drugged down by Cole Bailey. Really good stop right there, but it's good enough for a first down, 4-yard pickup. Number 20, Wisent. I know I'm not saying that right, Coach. I apologize.
Need to sound it out.
I'm not real literate. Montana Wesley's going to come in and give Stephen Figueroa a break. He's done a good job, sideline to sideline for the Bulldogs. Press coverage again from Brigance on this receiver down here.
Oh, he's got a man out
looking
here.
over the top. They're going to throw it underneath. Good stick.
What a pop.
Good stick by Matt Brigance. He comes up right off on the tight end. Ethan Thornton's the intended target, and he jars the football loose. Thornton's going to make that catch, Coach, if Brigance ain't there.
And he's probably going to get a lot more yardage than that.
Absolutely. That was a cover 2 look. Keegan Lynch the safety, or Peyton Lipham's the safety over the top. Brigance let the guy beat him, come underneath and made that tackle on the out route from Thornton.
When you trust your receivers, that's the guys you go to. And
we're going to go back
eventually
to the
it will
press
get
coverage.
picked up.
2nd 10. Straight drop from Thornton, looking underneath. Good ball right there. It's going to be picked off from Peyton Lipham again. 25-yard line, 40. Midfield, 45, 40. He's going to fumble that football. They're going to give it back to
They're
Fouke
giving it
on the
back
fumble.
to-
There was a block in the back at the 45-yard line. That was a jump ball thrown up. Peyton Lipham cover 2.
Lipham
Really
gets up with kind of holding that right hand.
Really good ball from Thornton. Kind of just sheer arm strength, flung it out there. Not sure who come back and got the block in the back.
So
Watching the replay here on the block in the back, I think they just made a bad call. I don't think it was a block in the back at all.
Was it a
blindside block?
Blindside block?
Could be.
That's kind of what I'm going with.
It's hard to call a blindside though when it's face to face.
A crackback.
Well,
I mean that's not really
a blindside block is a crackback, but I mean
that's what we're talking about up here in the press box. We're trying to figure out as well.
I kind of thought he was already on the ground too, but they're going to move this football. They're going to spot the football right where it was recovered. It's going to be a new set of chains for Fouke. They never gave the. I think they missed that one.
Yeah, I didn't see it back on that replay unless
you guys
it was
click
away
back
from
and
the
let us
ball.
know. But it well, I mean they threw it right where incident happened. I think they just saw contact and somebody on the ground and threw it. Nonetheless, Fouke retains possession.
You got one-on-one coverage out there on the left side.
Number 5 takes the handoff.
And he gets gobbled up.
Miguel Triana in the backfield. Number 5, Levi Lazelle on that carry. Miguel Triana on that stop. Nice to see some fresh legs on that defensive line. Big number 55, Zayden Jones, there at the nose tackle spot for the Bulldogs.
Got second and about 14, 15.
Thornton's looking over the top. He's going to throw it underneath. Another play from Matt Brigance breaking up that tight end completion on the out route.
Another good hit by Brigance.
That cover 2 look has got him stumped.
I think the defensive coordinator has done an excellent job on this drive to cut out that little curl out route.
Stick
Brigance
route.
is getting a nickname up here.
Thornton's looking.
Going deep.
Got him over the top. It's going to be overthrown. It's a good job mixing up coverage. Brigance wasn't in the flats right there. He was on the coverage bracket, coverage down the field along with Peyton Lipham just over the head of Kirby Wisent. 4th down.
They're still throwing towards Lipham even though he has 2 interceptions.
It's definitely to his right. They like that look. They like dragging that tight end across the field. And can't blame them. First half, it worked.
They do like running to the left, though. Throw right, run left.
Coach Powell's checking on Peyton Lipham back here. He's still shaking that right arm. He's going to say good.
High snap.
High snap handled by Thornton. Gets the punt
Good
off.
punt.
It's the best punt thus far.
We got a penalty.
I'm not sure what that penalty flag was.
Something. Threw it right where a block went.
The ball hit the ground at the 47-yard line. Cole Bailey had a block. I do not know.
I guess excessive blocking has been put in the rule book.
I do not know what that penalty could be called. We are waiting for the call. And you guys can see it if you click back on the live stream. I didn't
see what that call is. We're kind of stumped up here.
What would it be with the flag?
They're still talking. They're going over to the Fouke sideline to discuss with the head coach.
Personal foul on us. I don't
understand it, but maybe there's something in the rule book that we just don't know.
The blocking the whole time on the play, that's 2 of those. That's 2 of those. I'm confused.
We need Mr. Taylor to come up here and tell us
absolutely
what we are confused on.
Absolutely. It's not the first time I've been confused, and it may not be the last time tonight, but that's 2. that I don't know. There's nothing.
I don't know either.
I have no idea what you would call right there. I mean, that's what you want to do when the loose ball on the ground. Snap. Logan Young's going to take that handoff.
He's got a lead blocker.
Lead blocker, Miguel Triana. Keegan Lynch also has a good block.
Receiver's doing really good job tonight at making it to where Logan can bounce it past that secondary.
9-yard pickup on the play, 2nd and 1.
Logan's 245 yards.
245
on 23
yards
carries.
On 23 carries. Whoa. Trips right. Handoff. Logan Young makes the guy miss. Got a first down. It's going to be drugged down after a 5-yard pickup. 33 on that tackle.
That puts him over the 250 mark for the night, and we've still got a quarter and a half to play. It is 6:54 left on the play clock in the third quarter.
Taylon Howard and Colin Gainey on that stop from their linebacker spot. First and 10. 6:35.
We got trips on the right.
Lots of trash in the backfield as soon as Logan gets that handoff, but he does manage to pick up 2 positive yards.
There's
And
a
another
flag
flag
on the play right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding on the offense. Coach, it's my fault. I talked about penalties and that we did a decent job in the first half.
We don't need to talk about it until after the game.
Then we start picking them up. That is my fault. First and 20. First and 20.
Well, I still think Logan's been doing a good job for us. Excellent job for us.
Absolutely. I'd like to see Chris Lipham right here on an out route. It's going to be a handoff. Logan Young. Fouke's keying on that right now on this drive.
Chris Lipham, huh? So
Chris Lipham. No, I don't want to see Chris Lipham on an out route. I want to see Peyton on the out route. I've seen Chris try to run. 44 Braxton Wesley on that run. Excuse me, not Logan Young. Quick one-play breather for those guys.
I think he's earned it. So we've got
Deuce back.
Speedy Grano out there on the end.
Bringing it Siglin. Handoff to Logan Young. Fouke is in the
Oh,
backfield.
ball is
Football's
out.
on the ground. It's a scrum.
A little excessive right there.
A little late
on
after
Logan
the play.
Young.
That stinks because we've seen a whole bunch of personal foul penalties. They're going to give us the football back. It's going to be 3rd down. Bulldogs recover.
Ball is out, and Young gets thrown hard to the ground.
Thrown hard. William actually there on that recovery, I believe.
Third down and 14 for the Bulldogs. Ball spots just shy of the 31-yard line.
3rd and 14. 14 yards the sticks to get to. Straight drop back. Matt Brigance.
He's got
Griano and Peyton Lipham. He's going to throw it underneath Peyton Lipham. Peyton's going to catch that football short of the first down. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup.
Gets us a lot more yardage there for
maybe an 8-yard
Lopez
pickup.
to get a good kickoff. We do have a
4th and 6
comment on that penalty from earlier. It looks like it might have been a blindside block on number.
I don't know
I guess
about
the minor
those,
doesn't really matter, but
I don't know about those blindside blocks when you hit them
square up. It looked
on
like
the
it was
face
square up
mask.
in my mind, but
The interception, which we fumbled it anyway, but I felt like both of those were squared up. I mean, best you can do. We fumbled that kick. Lopez is going to get off. It's going to be a good kick anyway.
Did he kick it with his left foot?
That's a block in the back. They are going to throw a penalty right there. That football is going to roll down to the 25-yard line. There was a block in the back right at.
Lopez is left-footed. That just
Oh,
looks
if he
awkward to a right-footed person.
If he could kick with either foot, that'd be something now. Ambidextrous, is that what they call that? My brother calls that bilingual, but I don't think that's correct.
I'm fairly certain. I've heard it called amphibious before, but
should be a 15-yard penalty. I
think it's going to be half the distance.
Half the distance to the goal.
Since we were inside the 30. Be about the 14. We got 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the third. Well, that was an interesting series,
to say the least. Tied into Thornton's right, takes a snap straight.
He's just going to run it.
Straight run. Miguel Triana in the backfield.
He runs right
and then the
into,
Bulldogs clean it up.
Wow.
Leo Lopez, Logan Fielding, and big sophomore Aiden Allen.
That's a lot of pressure going down on you on that tackle.
That's a lot of big fellas in black jerseys.
But I like it.
I do too, fella. I do too. 3:45 is the time on the clock.
That's about a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12.
Looks like we're saying 3 up here in the press box, but the clock does say 2nd and 12.
Underneath route, caught by Ethan Thornton. Keegan Lynch, Michael Grano, Kaysen Davis comes, pursues the football. It's going to be a 16-yard pickup on the play. It's going to be a first down for Fouke. Boy, Coach, this is a fun ball game. Fun ball game scoring-wise.
We got 67 points scored in this game.
Wise is looking to get outside. Good job by Brigance. Good pursuit from Triana. Really good job by Brigance to not give him the outside edge.
Brigance looks like he had a little bit of jersey being held on the shoulder pad. We do have a Panther down. He is rolling in pain.
I think that's number 20 on that carry, Kirby Wisent. On that carry. They're tending to him real quick. We're going to get a quick message from our sponsors.
Thank you for backing the Bulldogs. Ed's Service Center, Rockin' A Ranch, The Rock Cafe, Atlas Coffee, Community National Bank, Heritage Memorial Funeral Home, Scott Theater, Chambers Bank, West Fraser, Arvest Bank, Alshire Electric, and the Plumber Firm.
Going for 2. Thornton's going to roll right over the top. It's going to be tipped by Peyton Lippum and caught in the back of the end zone. That's going to be 2-point attempt is going to be good. Pass from Dylan Thornton, caught by Ethan Thornton. 45-30. Thornton's got 237 yards, 11 for 20 passing thus far, and 3 touchdowns. Has a couple 3 2-point conversions as well. And he has thrown 2 interceptions in those 20 pass attempts. Sprayberry was their primary running back. He had 85 yards on 10 carries. Coach asked me that average. 8.5. Thanks for asking. But he went down earlier with an injury, and it's been all Thornton. The Thornton to Thornton connection.
The only reason he got that average is because Twiggs wrote it down for him.
Yes, he did. Wrote it down and circled it for me. Thornton to Thornton, we'll call them the law firm. They are wearing us out. Sky high.
Sky kick.
It's going to be a live ball. Keegan Lynch is going to catch that. Contact immediately.
His helmet comes off. Looks like we got a little Cincy action out there. And there is a Panther down on that hit. Looks like it's number 20 again.
The 37-yard lines where the Bulldogs were going to take over possession. Our scoreboard went out again. So it is reset. I think when I say it, it automatically jumps and gets itself fixed. But you mentioned Cincy, Coach. That had to be a record for amount of helmets that come off in a football game. I bet there was 13, 14 Bearcat helmets and 0 for the Razorbacks that come off. Boy, if I'm that official or the head coach, I'm saying we're going to strap them up, fellas.
There was
one of them come off celebrating a sack. Strap them up. Here we go.
We got 2 minutes, 37 seconds left on the play clock. It is a 15-point game. Bulldogs are taking over at 36.
It's going to hand that Logan Young. Boy, Fouke's done good those last 2 possessions, containing Logan out of the backfield, 3-yard pickup. I'd like to see a play action and fake that now that they're kind of keying off on it.
We got another, nope.
Logan's slow to get up. They're going to pause the game clock real quick. They're going to resume play.
Clock's ticking down. It's 2:10 left in the third, as it is 9:20 at night.
Montana Wesley runs the new play on from Coach Powell.
Got trips on the left. Young is to the left of Brigance. Not Young.
That's Braxton Wesley's going to take
He's
that
got
carry.
a big old
He's got
hole.
a first down.
That was a good run by Wesley.
About a 12-yard pickup right there on that carry. He's going to be good enough for a first down. Went trips left. Logan Young comes off field. Defensive call for the Panthers probably was, hey, they're not going to run the ball here. They're going to look to throw it.
That was true. The linebackers did back up about 2 or 3 more yards than when Logan is out on the field. It gave Wesley a little bit more running room, and he took advantage of it.
Good play call. Fielding, Cole, and Lipham split out. Going to be another carry right there. Going to put his head down.
That time the Panthers were right behind the lineman. They were ready for
2 yards.
Leading the tacklers was number 35, Taylor Howard. Gain of 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldog offense. Ball spots at the 46-yard line.
Just left with 60 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bulldogs are running on personnel late. That's going to be a false start or illegal shift. False start. Going to move us back 5 yards. 2nd and 13. Clock will resume as soon as they get the ball placed. Under 40 seconds left. Going with a new play call. Appreciate Coach Bryan and Coach Twiggs, Rocky Avila and Joseph Meza making this live stream work. Brigance looking to throw it back to Bryson Barker. He's going to leave it too high. Kind of a throwback screen action. Barker running a tunnel action down the line of scrimmage. Going to be over his head.
That was right in between being a good play and not all depending on how the defense reacted right there.
I do know if Barker catches that, he turns on the turbo boosters.
He's a fast kid.
Fast kid. Trackster for us. Kind of our deep threat.
Kind of going back in the day with the Hogs. Kind of like see a Joe Adams sweep with Bryson right there.
Trips right. Straight drop
low.
back. Low
He's
snap.
throwing it.
Handles. Going to throw that football up. That's going to be Bryson Barker. It's going to be pass interference on the defense.
I don't think there was a question on that one.
I don't either. There was 2 flags. If they'd have had 2 more, they'd have thrown them 2. Defensive pass interference on the Panthers. Going to be an automatic first down. Not an automatic first down, but the yardage will give them a first down.
He is giving us the first down.
Pass interference is a 15-yard penalty, and that moves the sticks.
It was a 13 yards to get. Gives us 2 extra.
Coach, I'm not biased. I'll take first downs any way you want to give them to us.
Something that we haven't seen in the last few plays is Logan Young, so he's rested and ready to go.
Jet action counter step from Logan Young. Good play call right there following.
He is still going.
Following Jackson Bowles and Miguel Triana on that offensive line.
Great block by Jackson. That is the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. Your Bulldogs on top 45-30. We're going to step away real quick. You're watching Waldron Bulldogs football on Waldron Bulldogs TV.
Chambers Bank has proudly been serving Waldron and Scott County for 42 years and has been voted Scott County's best of the best bank for 2 years running. Chambers Bank, at its 19 locations, offers a wide variety of banking services for all your personal or business needs, and we'll go the extra mile for you. Visit our website at chambers.bank for more information and see how we can help you. Chambers Bank, the natural choice for the natural state.
And we are back. Start of the fourth quarter.
Ooh, I think we got away with one right there. I think we got a little too close to that line of scrimmage before the snap. But
well, maybe they didn't see it, Coach.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining. Hooten's had us as a 16-point favorite, and right now we're right at 15 points. So it's been pretty true to what the predictions were. Boy, it's been a fun game, high scoring. I just hate the injuries on both sides. But
lots of explosive plays.
Lots of explosive plays.
Both teams showing how athletic they are. Got 2nd and 4 here, just inside the 20.
Play clock down to
Looks
5.
like Bragance's
handoff, Logan Young trying to hit the edge. Hurdles at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle right there in the open field by number 12, Boone Johnson. Boone Johnson, boy, that sounds like a football player.
That is a football name.
Boone Johnson sounds like he tackles on Friday night and catches some big bass on Saturday morning. 3rd and 4.
Got a 2 running back set.
Logan Young trying to make a guy miss right at the line of scrimmage.
He gets
good enough
just
for first
enough.
down.
That gives us enough room to still get a first down inside the 10-yard line. Roughly around the 5.
Logan Young's up around 273 yards prior to this drive. Going into the fourth quarter, he's at 10.1 yards per carry. Now, I didn't do that average, Coach, but Coach Twiggs did. 10:25 left here in the final quarter. Handoff. Logan Young's going to cut back, churning. 75 threw him to the ground, John Parks, but not after a 5-yard pickup. Not before a 5-yard pickup.
Parks is a big old boy on that defensive line, and he's made some big stops for the Panthers. Really the only man that on that defense that Logan probably hasn't gotten past off the first move when he gets his mitts on him.
2nd and 5. Another handoff to Logan. Going to be shy of the first down. 3-yard pickup. 3rd and 2.
Parks again on that tackle.
It was deja vu. 35 on the carry, 75 on the stop.
A little less in that gain, but just a couple more yards. You looking at a two downs here, Coach? Are you looking to give Lopez a chance to
I'm thinking
put
2
3 on the
snaps
board?
at it. I'm thinking 2 snaps on it. We've had too many issues with the punt or the snaps getting back to our place holder.
Well, Lipham has liked getting in that end zone.
Yeah, we could do that for 6.
Just make it a play. Put it in the playbook.
Triples are normal on that. It's going to be a false start on the running back, leaning a little early. He's got a little head start. Now this makes it a lot more interesting. 3rd and 7. Your 2 snaps to get 7 versus 2 snaps to get what, 2? So makes a change right here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in the live stream.
Looks like Braxton Wesley's hobbling off. It looks like he's got a cramp.
He about took Coach Powell out down there on the sidelines. Coach Powell was reminiscing his Boonville Bearcat defensive lineman days. Motion from Cole Bailey. It's going to be a pass. Brigance got pressure, trying to make guy miss. In the backfield, is going to lob it up. Peyton Lipham's going to be the intended target. It's going to be knocked to the turf. Great coverage by Dylan Thornton. 4th down. We are bringing the field goal team out. Coach, you know I'm going to do it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We have all personnel on the field.
Didn't even have to take your shoes off this time.
Nope. We're running an extra one off, so I miscounted anyway. Doesn't surprise you? Leo Lopez set to kick. See if we can get the snap up to Peyton. Good snap, good hold. Field goal is up and no good. Wide right. Bulldogs leave with no points. Good defensive stop if you're the defensive Panthers right there. 8:19 remaining here. 45-30. Sprayberry was the guy who broke the run on us earlier in the game, late in the second quarter.
But Thornton's been showing he can make men miss on the open field at that receiver spot.
Yes, the Thornton to Thornton law firm connection has hurt us. Sprayberry went down with that injury, and that's what they've elected to do. That tells you can put points up in a hurry. I'm thinking bend, don't break. If you're the secondary, do not get beat over the top. See what we can get right here defensively.
First down at 10. Ball spots at the 20-yard line.
Quarterback Thornton looking. He's got his brother deep, or the other Thornton deep. That's going to be defensive pass interference.
Did he drag him down, or they get their feet tangled?
I thought they got their feet tangled, but I agree with that call. Peyton Lipham on that play He's hobbled up to get up. I think their feet got tangled up. He's asking for a replacement to come to the field.
He's been working hard for us.
He's played
all aspects of the game tonight.
I don't know a whole lot of snaps he hasn't been on. Offense, defense, special teams, throwing them, catching them, blocking them, running them, whatever he's got to do.
Give him a little bit of a break here.
I think he's
Looks like
cramping.
He's cramping up.
Thornton's dropping over the top. Got Ethan. He's going to make a play on the ball. Levi Brown on that coverage. Really good play
really
right
good
there.
Coverage. It's a good play by the sophomore.
Really good play by the sophomore. He's a basketballer for us as well. Matt Brigance also on that coverage. 2nd and 10. Coach, I'm not sure you don't man.
I'd stick a guy on him and kind of do what Belichick did to Chad Ochocinco and say, hey, man, we're sticking 2 on you all night and see what you can do.
I wouldn't mind Cole Bailey just manning him up underneath and just living with somebody else beating in the air. He's obviously the favorite for Dylan Thornton. Hand that football off. Number 5 around the edge. To be cut back. Good defensive pursuit right there. Levi Lansdale on that play.
It was a great play by the corner, Bryson Barker, to come up and make that stop. Now we're probably looking for your law firm connection. Looks like they're going trips on the right. Definitely pass formation from the past few plays.
Pursuit from Figueroa on the backside. Cuts it back across the field. Oh, no, he's got some grass. Midfield. Pursuit from Matt Brigance. Very good. Not too aggressive right there. Kind of strung him out to the sideline. It's going to be a first down. What a play right there. Coming across, Ethan Thornton catches that. Makes some guys miss in the open field.
7:17 left in the 4th.
Coach, they almost have to be brothers. They're both seniors. So probably not even brothers, just twins, you know. Nothing too personal.
It's not like they ain't got that connection.
He's nearing 300 yards passing. And a huge majority of them is to Ethan Thornton. Handoff. Lansdale. Good stick right there. That's got to be a
flag.
Hold. There is a flag late.
Right behind the defensive line.
I feel like number 70, Wade Turner, got a whole lot of jersey and drug down Miguel Triana there right at the point of attack. Not sure who come up and made that stop for the Bulldogs.
The last few plays, Stephen Figueroa has been in hot pursuit, coming
holding
off
on the
that
defense.
Right side. Holding on the offense.
On the offense, excuse me. The stick was made by Levi Brown and Kason Davis on that previous play.
So that'll put it first and about 17. Right at midfield.
Right at the midfield stripe.
The clock is stopped at 6:50.
13 has 194 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Wows. Handoff. Met in the backfield. Pursuit from the Bulldogs. That's Logan Fielding there on the stop. Stephen Figueroa there on the backfield on the handoff.
That was excellent pursuit by the defense. If Fielding didn't get him, the next Bulldog right in line was right behind him. That was an excellent tackle by Logan there.
I think they're just taking a break to get the law firm connection going again.
Looks like he did get back to that line of scrimmage.
Good pickup from Lansdale. He's just going to throw that one. It's going to be over the intended target's head.
If he didn't release that in time, he was about to get hit and hit hard by about 3 different Bulldogs there.
Colin Gardner, intended target for Thornton. Thornton's going to jog off the field. No, he's going to jog and get the play.
Probably giving his brother a little bit of a break. Running almost 200 yards receiving. That was correct.
Doubles. Thornton in the gun, takes a snap, ball fakes, whip route, and Blake Allen's there to bring him down. Thornton, I believe, was the punter earlier. His helmet comes off. So he has to sit a play. I saw them signal to stop the clock. Not sure if they're calling a timeout or not.
They're not signaling timeout, and the punt team is out there. Number 7 is punting.
Terrell Robertson's punting. I might be wrong on
Robinson,
who punted earlier.
Listening to Duck Dynasty over here was Robertson.
10 Panthers on field. They run a guy on late, but no flag.
Nice high punt.
It's going to be a block. Peyton Lipham's going to field that off.
He's going to go and take it. He's got a lot of greenery.
Davis got a block. 50, 40, pushed out at the 39-yard line.
Lipham's putting together a pretty good game with defense, offense, special teams.
He's really stepped up there in the absence of Lopez. He's kind of been a sleeping giant for us the first 2 games. Hasn't been a huge part offensively, but tonight he's doing a good job all over the field.
He got 4 points on a 2 2-point conversions, and then runs another one in for another 2, so he's got 6. Got block. 2 interceptions.
Good block there in the open field by Kason Davis, setting up a short field for the Bulldogs.
Now he's lining up there on that left side.
Handoff, Logan Young got some
there he
room.
goes.
Kick out 30.
He's got
20,
1 man to beat.
10. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
He hit that side and was gone.
There is a flag on the play.
The far side does have a flag down. It's on the line of scrimmage.
They're walking it back. They're going to call holding. I wonder
on the offense.
Who in the world could have held?
That would have been a 39-yard touchdown. That would have put him up to 320. Logan Young for 320 yards on the night on that run.
They got our left tackle, Will Solomon, on a holding call, and he was, 15, 20 yards.
We are up to
away from the play.
10 penalties on the Bulldogs tonight. We got 5:36 left to play in the game, and we got 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Coach, I have confirmation the Thornton boys are twins. I've been worried about it all night. Logan Young takes the handoff. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage, really good
and
pickup right there.
4 or 5 more. And he was dragging guys the entire time.
I do not have 63 on my roster, but he's there on that stop. Logan Young is creeping into some scary territory. 295 yards on 32 carries.
What's that average, Coach?
You'll have to ask me in about 8 minutes when I got time to sit down and figure it out.
That's 3 touchdowns on the night?
Yes, sir.
So,
and we've had 3 big plays called back on penalties. Logan Young's going to take that carry.
63 again. We don't have a name.
Logan Solomon blocking downfield. Got a little pep in his step.
15 yards downfield and finding men that are getting in the way, and he's making them move.
Prior to that carry, Coach, Logan had a 9.2 yards per carry average. So 297 yards on the night's one thing. Doing it at 9 yards a clip is a whole different ballgame. And you know who's doing it is those 5 black jerseys across that offensive line.
And the receivers. They've been doing a good job tonight.
You're absolutely correct. Leo Lopez, Will Solomon,
we got
Blake Allen, Jackson Bowles.
There is not a single Panther over 5 yards.
Brigant's going to call timeout. Let me get a shout-out to those linemen real quick. Now I can see them. William Ashley, Jackson Bowles, Leo Lopez, Will Solomon, and I'm missing another one. Blake Allen. There we go. Got them all 5 in.
Couldn't even remember one of your own basketball guys.
297 yards, 8 yards a carry. He's had 2 monster runs called back. That was probably 100 yards total in the 2 monster runs. And my gravy, we had a fella here a couple of years ago named Sean Kearney that used to put up crazy stats like that behind a great offensive line, and he's nearing some territory. He doesn't have that breakaway speed like Kearney used to possess, but he's doing it with ground and pound, running some guys over, running through arm tackles. Phenomenal performance.
We got 4 minutes, 2 seconds left in the game, and it is 3rd down and 3.
Appreciate Janet Smith letting us know that the Thornton boys are twins and they are having a great game. I concur. They are playing a heck of a ball game for the Fouke Panthers. Play resumes. Handoff. Logan Young is going to be met in the backfield. We're in here talking about blow the whistle.
Not hearing a whistle here, but
blow.
He was wrapped up and they were not letting him go anywhere.
We're here talking about the great average, and he took a loss in the average right there.
I think at 9 yards a carry, a loss isn't much of a loss.
Interesting situation right here, Coach. 4th down. The game clock is running. You want to see the Bulldogs take this play clock down. If they take the play clock down to just a couple seconds, it'll be under 3 minutes remaining. Does not look like we are going to do that.
It is 4th down and about 5.
Deuce formation, 2 running backs to either side.
Safeties are backed up about 10 to 15 yards.
Either side of Brigance. Brigance is going to be patient at the line of scrimmage. Play clock's down to 7. He'll take it. He's going to keep the football rolling left.
Going.
Blocked by Keegan Lynch on the edge. Kason Davis comes and cleans one up.
He gets across and he
first
hits
down.
The ground. That's a good play.
Really good play. Really good game management by a senior quarterback right there. We want that clock to click 2:45 and running here at Bulldog Stadium. Trips right. Brigance takes the snap, hands off Logan Young. Met John Parks.
Parks is there again, along with 54.
Rodney Nichols, number 30, as well as 54, Cody Henderson. All 3 of those defensive linemen were in the backfield.
I'm almost certain that Brigance didn't even touch the ball on that one. I think Logan just caught it.
Going to be a timeout for Fouke. It's going to be Fouke's first timeout of the second half. We're going to force the Bulldogs to have to pick up at least one more first down. 2:18 remaining here in the ball game. What a fun game, Coach. I'm going to get you some scores real quick. Pea Ridge on top of Huntsville 28-6. Ashdown, conference opponent for the Bulldogs, 35-7 over Hope in the third quarter. Boonville has an open week as well as Mansfield has an open week. That is our opponent next week as we take on the Tiger Kittens in Mansfield. That's always a big week in dog country on that game. 35-0 Lamar on top of Dover. That was our opponent last week. Malvern conference opponent 48-28 over Hot Springs Lakeside in the fourth quarter. Nashville 44-DeQueen 7 in the third quarter. We played DeQueen in an early season scrimmage. Looks like Nashville's had a few down years, and Nashville's down years are not typical down years for most programs. Mount Ida on top of Jessieville 21-0.
It's still showing halftime, so that game's probably
well beyond that.
Not accurate at this moment.
Looking for that Ozark Charleston score.
All right, we are getting back to play here. The clock is stopped at 2:18.
Pull.
Brigance pulled it.
Brigance pulled it. Great pull right there. Got some running room. Running
He's
through some tacklers.
It in.
He's going to run in the. He's going to take a knee
down
at the 1 yard line.
That you were talking about a second ago with senior leadership.
I don't know why we're not relocating the chains. We should be relocating the chains so the clock can run. Officials are going to let them get reset. Coach, I don't know if I've seen a high school football game that's had somebody take a knee at the one as they're running in the end zone, but he did it.
He's wanting to take some of that time off the clock so that the Thornton Law Firm does not have a chance to make some big plays happen.
The chains are set. First and goal, 1:54. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Coach Littleton has not called a timeout, so the clock is running.
And he did slide. So that clock is running. It's down to 1:40. 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Pop pass to Peyton Lipham in the backfield. It's going to be brought down, loss of 2.
But that clock does continue to run.
That was a risky play right there.
Got down to another 30 seconds left on the play clock. We got 1 minute 18 left in the game.
$70 seconds and running.
I don't know many seniors that would have not taken the touchdown there, Coach.
Very heads-up play in high school football. Lipham in motion. He's going to fake the pop pass. Brigant's going to keep it around the right. He's going to take a knee in the backfield again. Clock's going to run. Coach Littleton's electing not to use a timeout. Looks like we're going to have to snap it one more time, Coach. Play clock's down to 32 seconds. Game clock at 37. One more play. It's third down. Third down.
I think he'll stop the clock after this one, but there's only going to be about 4 seconds left if we run the entire clock out. 15 seconds left on the play clock.
Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Going to get that off just in time. Brigance is going to throw the football in the air.
That was a really good play by Brigance by throwing that ball. It continues to tick the clock off.
They're going to rule that a interception in the back of the end zone, so no harm, no foul. It does go get your stat line.
I don't think right now he wanted to win that game, Coach.
Threw that football straight in the air. Big fun game here in Bulldog Stadium. We're gonna get some stats here in just a second. Coach Twiggs is finalizing them, but that's a win for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs moved to 2-1 on the year. Next week we go to Mansfield. Coach, give us a little preview of what we're going to expect when we head to Mansfield next week.
Well, Mansfield got a huge influx of move-ins that definitely helped their team out. They've got a huge
spots.
Senior class.
Quarterback was one of them.
Yes, in skilled positions. It's rare for small schools to get that many move-ins in one chunk. But they do have a big senior class, lots of linemen in that class, lots of skilled guys. So it's going to be a dogfight when we go down to Mansfield next week.
I think, Coach, it's gonna be, as far as talent all over the field, probably the best opponent the Bulldogs are going to have seen thus far in the season. It's our final tune-up before conference play starts, and then we'll get rock and roll. We'll be on the air under the lights, J&J, in Mansfield. Next week we'll have I'm sure Coach Brown will come pester us a little bit too, but I got some stats here, and we're running out of places to read. 35 carries for Logan Young, 296 yards, so he's 4 yards shy of that 300 mark. That's right around an 8, probably 8.8 average, somewhere in there. Matt Brigance was 4 for 12 passing for 47 yards. Did have the interception there late. Logan Young added 1, 2, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Played an all-around game, 35 carries, 8.5 yards per carry. Twiggs even has that for me, so he's really sounded out. 1 running touchdown, 1 passing touchdown for Matt Brigance, as I mentioned, 4 for 12 for 47 yards.
And then Peyton Lipham, he was our all-around guy.
Peyton Lipham had 5 catches. The last 5 completions of Brigance was all Peyton Lipham. And so number 23, Dylan Sprayberry for the Fouke Panthers, finished with 85 yards on 10 carries, 8.5 yards a carry. Thanks for asking. Number 8, quarterback, Dylan Thornton, 12 for 23, 259 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Did have the 2 interceptions. Peyton Lippum picked one off. There and returned it all the way down. I don't know if he got it. Did Peyton return it for a touchdown or just
he got it
just
right
shy?
inside the 10.
Number 13 is the go-to receiver, the other twin, the other part of the law firm, Ethan Thornton, 194 yards receiving with 2 scores. We made a good adjustment there in the third quarter of kind of sitting in that flats coverage and making the tackle on the tight end. But
Brigance was the main key there. He hit a couple of those loose, and that would have probably elevated him to over 200 yards receiving.
Absolutely. Injury bugs bit the Bulldogs. Also had Fouke had to deal with that a little bit. Their leading rusher, Sprayberry, went out. Number 20, Wisnett, I think I got it right, went out after a big carry right there. Thornton had 4 carries for 21 yards. That's pretty good considering we had a couple sacks on him. So pretty fun game. I mentioned the injury bug for the Bulldogs. Keeping your thoughts and prayers, Chris Lopez. Not sure if he's been airlifted or transported, but he is going to a different hospital. They are going to do surgery. He has suffered a broken femur, and so they're going to look to get him into surgery as quick as possible. Hopefully everything works out. They're concerned about the amount of bleeding, the internal bleeding that's happening up there on his femur, real close to his hip, so they're going to try to get that under control immediately. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm Coach Ashley. This is Coach Brian. Coach Twiggs is over here. Coach Twiggs has a radio face, so he just sits on the side, so we won't get him in the picture. But I appreciate you guys tuning in to Waldron Bulldogs TV. As always, fly the W.